We come to the forest entrance once again. That man is gone, it seems. I look at the old picnic table. What was Shimi-O doing back then? Oh, that's right, because we saw him with, Kimura, I think was his name? The man that we helped out, and poor Kimura was dead. Making a corpse sit next to him. It's almost like he was having a picnic. Ugh. Did he just want a friend? I don't think so. What do you mean? Nothing, sorry, just talking to myself. Don't worry about it. Let's go. We haven't learned anything about him yet. I tried changing the subject, but I still can't stop staring at the picnic table. It's the bench of the table that man was sitting at. Seems something's on it. I carefully pick it up off the bench. Got bottle of honey. I can't believe you're willing to touch that. Oh no, I skipped over it, whoops. Maybe it's a gift. No, it's probably more like he just forgot it. Just then, I see something lying on the table itself. It's the cap from a soft drink. The inside of it is still wet. But I don't see the bottle itself anywhere. Did he throw it away? I mean, I don't know if he'd be too concerned with picking up after himself. Well, he's shown to be pretty clean. Those two sheds out in the forest are fairly clean. I don't know, maybe he's got, a thing with being clean. I feel around inside the container. My fingers hit something hard. Oh. Got empty bottle. There's something else, too. I pick it up. It's a crumpled piece of paper with Lee, family, fun, play, catch, liquid, got on, sticky, bees gather, over and over, game interrupted? That's all it says. Is this a diary draft or something? Got honeybee, family, draft. I don't think it's been used in a long time. There's no garbage littered around either. Yeah, I mean, I guess the ghost keeps everything pretty cleaned up, pretty tidy. That's admirable, I guess. Okay, nothing new. Looks like maybe a mouse chewed a hole in this plastic container. It's unusable. Oh, rip. The cabinet is packed full of bottles. I search through all the containers and gather the ones that still have something in them. Got night-night times 3! Hey, we can put some of those other bees to sleep. It's an old notebook. The cover says, Honeybee Family Notes. I open the notebook, but most of the pages have been ripped out. Doubt it has anything useful. Oh, can I take it? Okay, maybe. Excuse me? What was that? Was that a ghost? What? Let me check this. It's a wooden accessory case. I open it. There are carefully preserved torn notebook pages inside. Is a holy journey performed in a quiet place in the area past the meeting place. There is a clue about how to get to paradise. The eastern thicket often... Got Honeybee Family Notes 3. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in here. What? What? What was that? Who's knocking? What? Hello? Okay, I guess I'm gonna leave. I don't know who that was knocking. I don't see any ghosts out here. Okay, I guess we'll just leave. Oh, there was bees up here. The buzzing of bees fills the area. Looks like there's another giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. We got some night-night. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use it to spray drugs. I forgot that it calls it drugs. Okay. Let's see. Oh, I didn't want to feel it. Thankfully they're out of reach. Yeah, I'm just gonna put my hand straight inside this beehive. Nothing bad will happen. Take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up 1 bottle of night-night. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. Pesticides are bad for you. Well, I mean, we need to use it. Be careful not to breathe any in. You'll get asthma. I'll be careful. Thank you. Thank you for the advice. I appreciate you, Christy. I hear creaks and groans along with the rustling of leaves. Excuse me? Oh. It won't let me look at that though, I don't think. Is there nothing in this area? Oh, I guess I'll go to the right. There's a thicket growing straight ahead. It's rather dense. There's no way to see what's past it. I press through the thicket undergrowth and notice a small clearing inside. The path might keep going. I realize something as I continue down it. Okay, I can feel someone staring at me from the bushes. Christy, what do you think? Please try it? What, me? I guess I'll have to. She faces the figure and offers up a prayer. The figure vanishes. Oh, okay. See, we're always supposed to depend on our partner. This happened last time, too, I think. If I remember correctly. I don't know. It disappeared? It seems her desperate prayer worked. Thank goodness. It didn't possess me. Good job. Oh, I think it's because I haven't read it on stream, but I think she has, like, high spiritual power. I haven't really been checking everybody's stats, but I guess they are kind of important. Yeah, let's keep going. Oh, well that doesn't look inviting. The Jesus statue is damaged from being exposed to the elements for so long. Oh. Okay, yeah, I guess there's nothing in the trees. It's a wooden door. The door here isn't that damaged, no need for me to break it open. Good, because we don't have a crowbar anymore. I think it broke last time. The door won't open, it must be locked. Oh, well, okay. Or can we use the broken crowbar? Because I don't think there's anything else we can use. I take out the broken crowbar and force it into the crack between the door. Oh. But I only succeeded damaging the door, it still won't open. Oh, okay, well. I think only Sho can use the baseball bat. I mean, I'd be all for just forcing my way through, breaking it down with the baseball bat, like Shining style. But, I haven't been up. Is he still there? He's not. No, I went to the right! Oh, I did go the right way. Okay. I thought I went the wrong way again. I get turned around with the maps so often. A sweet fragrance wafts on the wind from somewhere in the darkness. Uh-oh, spaghetti-o. At my feet are what looks like beehives. This must be all what remains of a bee farm. It's weird that something like this is here of all places. Well, may as well have a look around. I mean, the elephant in the room. Dangling from the tree are human corpses. The skin is as white as wax. Countless holes are drilled into the bodies and bees are buzzing in and out of them. My mind flashes back to the corpse in the cottage. It's just like that woman. Christy is looking away. How horrible. Why would anyone do this? The beehive at my feet starts to rattle. A pitch-black cloud suddenly rises up, overwhelming my vision. Bees are scary. Something invades my eyes and nose. It's a swarm of bees. No, stay away from me. I don't think the bees are gonna listen. Even more bees are coming from the hives. Which hive should I close first? I'm not very good with direction. South is down, east is my right. I'll do the first one. I rushed to the hive and somehow managed to close the lid, but bees descend on me from also. Okay, that was the wrong decision. They must have swarmed out from another beehive. Well, excuse me. Alright, we're gonna die. Check for more active hives. They're all active. Eastern? I dive at the hive and close the lid. I hear the disgusting sound of bees being crushed. Guess I was able to see that. Oh, okay, so I think it's Eastern first then. Oh my gosh, okay. Seems my model is frozen. Oh, okay. Oh, it's back, okay. I hope it doesn't give me the same issue as last time, where it just dies. Check for more active hives. I carefully sneak close to the hive and manage to close the lid. A lukewarm liquid spurts everywhere like a grape bursting in my hand. I succeeded in closing the hive right before the bees burst out of it. Oh. Oh, okay, no, it's if I got 2 of them wrong. I only got 1 wrong, so I guess I live. But I have no soul power now! Oh, shit. Check for more active hives. The bees finally quiet down. Oh no, hopefully I can find more talismans or whatever, because that is 100 soul power is nothing. That was close. Yeah, you're telling me. We crouch there for a while until we catch our breaths. Is there anything in the bushes? No. The bees have already calmed down. Feel? Up in the beehive, but the bees are just crawling around inside it silently. Well, at least they've calmed down. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Looks like a normal beehive. I open the beehive, but the bees are just crawling. Okay, it's probably the same thing for all of them. I don't think I need to use a tool. I mean, I don't need to use the night-night because they're already, like, placated? Is that the right word? I don't know. Probably. The bees have already calmed down. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Oh, let me feel. I open the beehive. Oh, okay, there's a bottle of drugs among the swarm. The bees like their drugs. Got a large bottle of sweet dreams. Is that different from night-night? The label has a warning on it. Do not mix. Dangerous. Like most chemicals. Mixing sweet dreams and night-night is extremely dangerous for family. Cannot be used with sprayer. Okay. Sure. It's several human corpses as white as wax. I mean, I already looked at them, right? Inside the holes seem to have spiral pattern, must have been made intentionally. A thick liquid drips from them. The smell, well, I can't describe how horrible it is. The bees are gathering on it. What is that liquid? Honey? It seems that liquid attracts bees. If I had a suitable container, I could gather some of it. I have a bottle. The corpse is clutching something in its hands. I pry open the stiff fingers. Got cottage key. Oh, okay. Convenient. When I put the key in my bag, my wrist burns in pain. It's not already time, is it? Mark burns scarlet. Okay, half an hour left. I was like, don't tell me this is the encounter already. I've felt this before. Cold sweat drips down my back. I suddenly remember what happened at H Elementary. The Mark's symptoms accelerated, and the person with me began acting strangely. Hey, Christy? I spin around and look at them. What? She stares at me, puzzled. Are you feeling okay? Yes, I feel perfectly normal. We need to hurry, you know. Right. It doesn't seem like she's changed at all. I don't understand what's going on, but if she's fine, that's great news. She can actually be helpful. New info was added to the spirit file. Human bee farm. Human bee farm. Ugh. Oh, that's right. I need to... empty bottle? I take out the empty bottle and gather some of the dripping liquid in it. Got stinky liquid. Well, I guess that's all for here, I think. I know that I need to go back to the mansion because we cannot have Christy for the final fight. But excuse me, sir. Hello. Where are you? I cannot find him. Oh. We push through the brush, keep going. Wait, is this where I went before? I need the key here, right? Yeah, I need the key here. Dude's just making noises in the woods. Use the cottage key to open the door. Oh, okay. It did it for me. An overly sweet smell permeates the inside of the cottage. I'm pretty sure it's honey, huh? Another dead body! My eyes fall on a white object that was carelessly left lying around. That can't be. Don't tell me. You're thinking about opening that. Yes. I have to check it out. We don't have much time left. I don't have to censor this one, right? No? Okay. Oh, I haven't opened it yet. A big burlap sack is slung against the wall. It is incredibly lumpy, making it easy to determine it is holding something. Just then, something inside the back moves. It keeps squirming intermittently. Well, why? Why is it moving? A cold sweat breaks out on my forehead. I hesitantly reach for the mouth of the bag. Holding my breath, I slowly open it. A sickeningly sweet smell hits us. Oh, is that Kimura? Damn. It's a corpse currently becoming a beehive. It's completely unrecognizable at this point, but I intuitively know who it is. Masao Kimura, who was sitting on the bench with Shimio and wanted to commit suicide. That can't be a beehive. Yes. Honeybees are burrowing into the holes all over his body, diligently making their hive. The faint noise we'd heard coming from the bag must have been the buzzing of bees. I guess if you have how do you pronounce it? Trypophobia or whatever? I guess you probably want to look away. This is beyond insane. It has to be the work of Shimio. Once it's complete, another... Oh lord. Objet d'art will be added to that repulsive bee farm. Other language. Just then, I noticed some objects stuffed in next to the corpse. The mismatched items seem almost like burial accessories for the dearly departed. Got tennis ball, large bottle of night-night, and night-night times 3. Okay. Daze the swarm, then you'll be safe. Daze the swarm? Can I do that with what I've found so far? I mean, when we use the night-night, it's only putting them to sleep. I don't know if that's... I mean, I guess that's technically dazing? I don't know. We return Masao's corpse to the bag. I'd like to give him a proper burial, but there's no time for that right now. Hey, can I say something? Christy's expression is grave. Her face is flushed with shame. I know full well that it's far too late to be saying this, but I can't stand it. I can't take any more of this. If we run into this monster, no way will I be able to do anything. Oh, okay, this is why we have to switch partners. I'm not kidding. Whatever I saw on TV, it's totally meaningless here in this forest. Sorry, but I can't help you anymore. I know this is out of the blue, but I thought it was now or never. I really am sorry, but I just can't do this. Christy stumbles over multiple apologies. No, there's nothing to apologize for. It's normal in situations like this. Any regular person would react the same. Hell, everyone would want to run as far away as they could. But her confession carries a dangerous consequence of its own. If, at some point, I end up fighting a spirit like I did at H Elementary, could she handle being my partner? No. New info was added to the spirit file. Reunion with Kimura. It was a pretty sour reunion. All of the bottles look cracked or damaged. I don't think I can use them. Oh, I'm gonna take a sip really quick. I have... How many? 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 5 beverages on my desk right now. That's, probably not a good thing, but don't worry. I will be drinking all of them. Just... It'll take me a little bit of time. Gotta stay hydrated. Oh, yeah, only one of them is a bottle of water. The other ones are... Half of them are tea, and I know tea dehydrates you, I think. Hey, but at least I have a bottle of water, at least. One. Okay. Did I check this already? All the bottles are cracked or damaged. Oh, yeah, I did. See, exactly. I'm taking care of myself, I think. Imagine alcohol. It's water. There's no alcohol. It's fine. Nothing's inside the small box, but the outside is covered in something that's horribly sticky. Several bug-eaten novels. They're unreadable. It's in an old notebook. The cover says, Honeybee Family Notes. More! Family won't die if they're dreaming if the betrayer comes. Wake them up and hit them. Do it until they calm down. Okay. Be careful, everyone. When they wake up, family is only human. That looks like some useful information. Sounds like gibberish to me. Should I rip it out and take it with me? Yes. Throughout the page. Got Honeybee Family Notes 4. The inside of the container is corroded. I don't think I can use it. Oh. There's a small container. I open up the container. Inside is something that looks like a dried tree root. Got dried root. There's a scrap of paper stuck to the tree root with wire. Everyone's gone. I'm all alone now. I want to see everyone. But my head is so foggy, I can't remember how. I think the last thing I need to do is combine those two, but... But what? I need to know. But see, it's because of all these family B notes that are so cryptic. I'm like, maybe it's just me being small brain, but it made no sense to me. So when I first did this, I got the bad ending for this chapter, and I had to go back and redo it. Was he the person making noises at me before? Probably. Okay, I think we're done here. The buzzing of bees fills the air. Oh, I need to switch Christy out soon. The buzzing of bees fills the area. It looks like there's another giant beehive here. It probably wouldn't be wise to keep going without doing something about them first. I take out the sprayer and hold it in one hand. I should be able to use it to spray drugs. Do I... Giant beehive. Didn't... You see, there's a large bottle. A large bottle of mystery medicine. A warning reads, do not mix, dangerous. Combining dreams with sleep is dangerous for family. Not compatible with spray. Oh, okay. Because I'm like, it's a large... You know, I'll just use a regular one. I take out the night-night and put in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. Yeah, okay. Because we have a lot of night-night. Bees' movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up one bottle of night-night. Okay. Take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. The bees' movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up a bottle of night-night. Okay, one more time. They like their night-night. Okay. I've silenced every hive in this area. Now we can pass through. Phew, they're taken care of. Okay, I guess there's nothing else in this area. Okay. It's the sounds that can scare me more than the ghosts popping up in my face. Okay. It's a trio of women's corpses that have been turned into hives. The buzz of bees fills the air. If I don't do something about the bees, we won't be able to get through here. Okay, so I guess I just use regular night-night. I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I take careful aim and spray the drug. The bees' movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up one bottle of night-night. It's a human corpse as white as wax. An indescribably horrible smell is coming from the thick liquid dripping from the holes. Nothing else really stands out. Oh, okay. There are countless holes drilled in it, which the bees use to go in and out. The inside of the holes seem to have a spiral pattern, must have been made intentionally. Thick liquid drips from them. The smell, well, I can't describe how horrible it is. I guess I collect more of the stinky liquid. Oh, no, it's at the bottom? Yeah, it's here. Right? Take out the stinky liquid, but what do I do with it? I don't have it. Oh. I guess I could collect the stinky liquid from either of the human beehives. Excuse you? Ghost beehive. The buzz of bees fills the air. Do I use my last night-night on it? I take out the night-night and put it in the sprayer. I mean, I guess so. Take careful aim and spray the drug. The bee's movements get slower. Eventually, the hive falls completely silent. Used up 1 bottle of night-night. Okay, so I'm like 98% sure that if I open this, we're gonna start the encounter with Shimio. So I need to switch Christy out. And there's also a couple of other items I need to collect to get the good ending. Or the good chapter end, but which will lead to then the good ending at the end of the game. Okay. I mean, I'll bring Sho. Just because he's like one of the new characters this chapter. I'm gonna save too, just in case if I still happen to mess this up, even though I'm using a little bit of internet help. Because that is entirely plausible. Possible? Something like that. So yeah. I think we need to open the box now. Because now I'm thinking that opening the box doesn't cause an encounter with Shimio. I mean, I still needed to switch Christy out regardless, but okay, there's nothing in the bushes. Don't mind me, ladies. Okay, I'm opening it. There's a bottle of drugs hidden inside the beehive. God, good morning ×2. Shit! I was wrong. No, we don't have what we need. God damn it. The Marcus died a deep crimson. Okay, well, fuck. Oh, wait. Was there anything up here? I don't remember. Oh! This is what I was looking for. Can I not look at it? Wait. I have to open this, I think. Unless, oh, yeah. This is the end of the path of meetings. This might be the area past the meeting place mentioned in the note. Haha, it's not like I remembered the note. We push through the undergrowth. And find a beast trail leading to the east. Ayo! Okay, I guess I was on the right track, I guess. Then, oh, okay. The ghost of a man stands blocking our way, silently staring. The figures glaring harshly at both of us. Oh no. Oh no, do I need Christy for this? Christy, you gotta help me out again. Christy! Me? I can't do that. When she faces the figure and offers up a prayer, the figure vanishes. Oh, thank goodness. I guess the ghost was glad to see a woman. Looks like my prayer got through to them. Prayers come in handy sometimes, huh? Let's keep going. I will open this box, and then she can go back to the mansion. It's a beehive, I feel. I carefully open it up. Inside is a folded scrap of paper and something that looks like incense. Got suicide note, mosquito, repelling incense. Okay. Oh, there's the root. Okay, I was like, where's the root? It's a withered plant. Do I use the broken crowbar on it, right? That sounds weird, but I think I do. Yeah, I take out the broken crowbar and thrust it into the dirt by the plant's base. Okay. The dirt is softer than expected. The pointed end easily breaks it up. Finally, I get to the root. It kind of looks like a small carrot. Got plant root. Huh? What are you going to do with that? Well, Yoshiki actually read the notes. I read them, but they went in one ear and out the other, so at least he understood. Because I don't know why we need the root either. Okay, show, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Okay, I guess it's time to open it. There's a bottle of drugs hidden inside the beehive. Let me hide my cursor. The markers dyed a deep crimson. Sunrise. A few minutes left until death closes in. The mark scorches me again. It's almost like we went through this, like just now, like 2 minutes ago. Looks like rota time. I brace myself, then glance over at Sho. ... He's gonna giggle at me. Sho, I'm counting on you. Sorry this is going to hurt. Knock his ass out. Oh wait, no, we need him. I slap Sho's face. Ow. Old man, you little... That clear your head a little? He's coming, we have to go. We'll do everything we can, but you have to do as I say. Yeah, okay. I proceed to lead Sho into the darkness. Drifting on the wind from somewhere is the meltingly sweet fragrance of honey. New info is added to the spirit file, facing Shimio. Ew, yucky. Something flies at us in the dark. Bees. Sharp pain pierces the arm I used to cover my face. I think I got stung by a bee. Bees swarm around Shimio as he draws closer. I won't survive being attacked again. Okay. So I think we need to make the bees sleepy. I don't think we use this yet. You know what? I'll try it. I don't know. I'm kind of not sure. Baseball? Yes. Yoshiki lights the bug repelling incense on fire. Was it? Oh, do we use that when he gets closer? I thought he would like throw it at him. Smoke rises from the incense repellent. Incense repellent? It reaches the swarm of bees, but doesn't seem to have any effect. Okay, yeah, so he's not close enough. Sho throws the ball. It wasn't effective. Oh, okay. Incites the bees. Okay, we're dead. The swarm completely ignores the ball and flies straight. I don't think we use the honey, because they like honey. So I think we... Is it the stinky liquid? Because I don't think we have any night-night, and then we don't have... we can't use the sweet dreams yet. All the ghosts look so cool in this. I don't know. Like, I find their designs pretty interesting. Like, I guess, like, I find them kind of different than just, like, I guess, like, I don't want to say, like, a normal ghost, but, like, other ghosts that tend to be in, like, video games. I think the designs are pretty interesting in Deathmark. Okay, so I'm gonna use Stinky Liquid. Okay, bottle. I don't think... Tennis ball, bug. I know we don't use the incense, so I guess I'll just give him a ball. Tennis ball. Combo? Oh, I put the liquid on the ball. See, I would not be able to make that connection. I see, this is why I had such a hard time with this the first time. I pour the stinky liquid all over the tennis ball and throw it. Shimio incites the bees. Incites the bees! Bee cloud rushes at the ball. They must be reacting to the smell of the liquid on it. Oh, well, stinky liquid, I guess it was technically honey, but with, like, blood on it, so I guess that was the right move. I thought we had to, like, knock the bees out, like, make them sleepy, but I guess not. The bees swarm the ball. They look like a dense black cloud. I don't know, they look pretty yellow to me. Oh, that's right, I have 2 of these stinky liquid, so I think I do it again with the baseball? Yeah. Pour the stinky liquid over the baseball and throw it. Shimio incites the bees. The bees! The bee cloud rushes at the ball again. I guess the second ball was effective too. Good. Okay. Shit. Oh. We also have good morning. Do we wake him up? Oh, that's one ugly. I mean, insert expletive, yeah. Yeah, I mean, you know, we don't want to be judgmental here, but he's not very pretty. I think it's kind of neat because the bees kind of fake you out, thinking that, oh yeah, his head is actually like on top of his shoulders, and then the bees disappear, and you're like, oh no, it's not. His face is in between his boobs, and that's fine too, but you know, I think I'm gonna use good morning. I don't have any more balls. I'll use the bat. Combo? See, how is this a combo? Hunchback of Notre Bees. That's a good one. Oh my goodness. Okay, I spray the Hunchback of Notre Bees with the drug and hit him with the baseball bat. Shimio is wounded. Okay. See, it makes it look like he has a head on his shoulders, but he doesn't. A cut opens up on his giant body, and a bittersweet smelling liquid pours out. Yummy! Ow, I'm not a traitor. Shimio bends over backward, moaning. Liquid sprays from the holes in his body. Shimio falters. Oh, he coming back? His eyes kind of creep me out, not gonna lie. Do we do that again? Because it gave us 2, I think, for a reason. Do I hit him? I think... I spray Shimio with the drug. Hit him. He is wounded. Shimio writhes in pain, his body jiggling. No, I don't want to wake up. Shimio hollers in pain as he gets hit, but it doesn't seem to be enough to beat him. Shimio is weakened. Okay. Shimio is clearly weak. Now is the time to finish him off. Okay. So I know we need to use the plant root. I think this is where we use the honey. I'm using my outside Google knowledge that I read earlier. Because I would have no clue. Where'd the honey go? Wait, am I blind? Hello? Oh, there it is. Plant root. Yeah. Combo. I pour honey on the plant root and throw it in Shimio's mouth. He initially tries to expel it, but seems to realize something and gulps it down quickly. He happily stuffs his cheeks with the honey-coated root. Now I can finally see my family. Well, he is clearly happy. He collapses flat on the ground, the deadly poison having invaded his whole body. Deadly poison. It's written in the notes, I guess, but I am small brain. His face is frozen into a peaceful smile, like a kid who's just eaten a delicious meal. It's like at the end of, what is it, Ratatouille, the critic man. Yeah, he happy. The bees continue to hover around the still Shimio. Okay. I don't sense Shimio anymore. Ha, serves you right. Bro, you were like dazed the entire time. Show is back to normal. His mark appears to have vanished. Mine is still there. Still branded red on my arm. Then Shimio wasn't the one who gave it to me. But I kind of figured that'd be the case. From what I can tell, when mark bearers confront the spirit that cursed them, they suffer extreme memory loss. That's why Sho is acting strangely. See, that's unfair. How are you supposed to... Unless you have a dude who's just helping out, how are you supposed to defeat the ghost who brands you? Like, you know, you get majorly debuffed. And you're like out of your wits. I myself didn't have any problems, so Shimio wasn't the right spirit. Golly, my model keeps freezing. Stop! Something is lying on the path. It's a small notebook. The cover's wet, the light of the flashlight making it glitter. It could be honey. Did this belong to Shimio? Or did he hide this? Okay, now I really don't feel like touching it. He had plenty of places. Damn, that's gross. All yours, old man. It seems Sho has absolutely no intention of picking it up. I mean, if I just, like... I'm wearing a jacket, aren't I? I think Yoshiki's wearing a jacket. We could just, like, you know, use that so we don't have to touch it directly. I give up and bend down to grab it. I mean, I guess we could wash our hands afterwards, too. I guess that's not really that big of a inconvenience. Flipping through the pages, it appears to be a diary. The dark will make it tough to read. Let's take a look when we get back. I want to beat a retreat out of here ASAP. Yeah, you're right. Let's go. We carefully retrace our steps back to the entrance so we don't get lost. It's not like I've traversed this path, 10 times because I keep dying. It's fine. Uh-oh, spaghetti. Without warning, the light dies. Hey, what are you trying to pull? Don't mess with me like this. It's not me. What's going on? It won't respond. An icy cold shiver runs down my spine. I'm suddenly overwhelmingly afraid, like the dark forest is trying to absorb my body. If I could just get the light back on, if we just had it back, I'd feel so much better. I hit the switch repeatedly, silently praying. Just a malfunction? Oh yeah, it's moments like that, kind of like in the last chapter, when Moe went back to get her wallet. Those are the... Because if you destroy the ghost instead of saving the ghost, your party member will die. So those little iffy moments after you save the ghost is kind of like if you destroyed them, your partner would be killed. But since we're going for the good ending, they're just little malfunctions or whatever. So it was just broken then? Damn, I had a heart attack. Let's get our asses out of here before it does again. Shitty flashlight. We hurry all the way out and get in the car. Our poor car. I'm sure it's all like messed up from the last encounter with Shimio. Did we ever retrieve the car that Mashita used to get there earlier? I don't know. I guess we just left it there. You're finally back. Looks like you were successful too. The mark's gone. Well, mine is at least. Yeah, lucky you, Mashita. My mark is still there, yep. What does this mean? Christy is hysterical, clutching her head. Join the club. What the... no use racking our brains over it. Come on, let's ask Mary. Welcome back, Lord Yoshiki. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Because we're badass. It is unfortunate that Shimio was not the one who bestowed your mark. Good news is that at least Lord Sho and Lord Mashita's marks vanished. A question. I get why my mark didn't go, but why hasn't Christie's? I thought she got it from Shimio. The hypothesis is then incorrect. What I mean to say is, another spirit must have given her her mark. I don't want to believe it, but it's true Christy hadn't been in her right mind when we met. It's definitely possible that she hadn't realized she had it already. Lady Christie received her mark fairly recently. Her memory is currently unaffected, but if she were to come into contact with the spirit that cursed her, her amnesia may accelerate, so please exercise care. Her amnesia would get worse. That would explain Sho's strange behavior before we fought Shimio. Hey Yoshiki, it's been bugging me for a while now, but you kind of stink. Rude. I am pretty sweaty. I did spend a whole day walking all over a mountain. What do you expect? No, it's not that. My nose can't compare to a police dog's, but it's still pretty good. Your sleeves smell weird. Maybe it's honey? Bet it got on you from the notebook. I never did read that honey-covered notebook, did I? I take it out of my bag and open up the sticky pages. Inside, it talks about Honeybee Family, what they did, and their ideologies. I can't tell if Shimio wrote this or someone else, but the incoherent writing spells out their fanatical thinking and hatred for society. It's fascinating as abnormal psychology, but doesn't bear relevance to our current problem. The author seems extremely pious. Multiple pages wax on about H-Shrine. They seriously believed we'd face divine wrath if the shrine fell to ruin. All of the suicides in the forest, the numerous horrifying incidents. According to the author, they're all because of the divine wrath of H-Shrine. 8 Shrine, Divine Wrath. Strange, that part sticks out to me. After I finish skimming through, I tell the other mark bearers what it says. Ugh, enough of that crap. Divine Wrath, curses, it's too much. Guess I can't write it off then. It's no more ridiculous than the idea that spirits really exist. We're dealing with the supernatural, so just about anything's fair game. Divine Wrath? If that's true, then... It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. I'm sure all of you are tired from walking on the mountain. Exhausted. I haven't been this wiped out since the last time I was at baseball club. Sorry, but I gotta go crash. Later. I mean, I know he's 19, but where are his parents? But I guess he's kind of like a delinquent, so I guess he doesn't particularly care if he sneaks out. Too much has happened today. I need a break from it all. I'll think about the future once once I've gotten some rest. Well, good night. Bye, Christy. Hey, Yoshiki. I decided to leave tomorrow, too. You're abandoning me. I'll miss you. Cut the sap. I thought he said cut the crap. Cut the sap, it's gross. Sap, cause bees. Anyway, I'm satisfied. Could honey be considered sap? Because sap is from trees. I don't know. That big string of missing persons cases the force couldn't solve. I figured out what was behind it, and I've basically closed the honeybee family case I've chased for years. The truth you're seeking can be found here, huh? Mary's something else, isn't she? I can finally visit someone's grave. His expression's still the same, but it feels like he's more at peace. He accomplished what he set out to do. Hey, Yoshiki. This whole thing is too dangerous. I'm reckless, but that doesn't mean I don't care if I live or die. Sticking my neck out for you past this point is just too risky. Sorry. Hey, man. I get it. It's okay. A tremor runs through his clenched fist. If you manage to escape your death, I'll buy you a drink sometime. See you. He better stick to his promise, because last time Kimura was like, ayo, let's get a drink. Later, he died, so... You know. Now, Lord Yoshiki, please inform me once you are ready to rest. Good night. Are you retiring to bed? Yes. Good night. Shinio end. Yay! It's been 3 days since Shimio's defeat. Mashita and Sho have left, leaving only Christy and I at the mansion. We've not had any new mark bearers arrive, nor any new info on the spirits. Death's footsteps keep drawing closer. Good work. Lady Christy and Lord Yoshiki, did you obtain any clues? No, nothing really. I'd hoped, but... I see. Lady Saya's study seemed optimal to contain something of interest. Christy and I just finished investigating Saya Kujo's study. It had been full of mountains of specialized books and piles of reports. It was a daunting task, but we did our best to search through them regardless. Except it was all futile. Everything was about healing the spirit, nothing mentioned the mark at all. Hey, Mr. Yoshiki, don't you think it's useless to keep searching the mansion? You have any other ideas then? See, if we walk around town, you know, eventually our marks will start burning, or, you know, Christy, her memory will start to disappear, you know, and we'll be like, oh, we're close, you know? That seems like a decent, you know, a decent thing to try. Well, remember what I said about 8 Shrine? I forgot. Yes. Right, of course you would. I was thinking, maybe the shrine is connected to all this spirit stuff. That's what Shimio's note said, right? Everything happening in the forest is the divine wrath of each shrine. Then you think the mark and the spirit activity are because of this divine wrath? It's definitely a possibility. Disasters happen in many ghost stories and myths because of the wrath of gods. Isn't there value in looking into it? You're making a leap. Who knows? Maybe. Why not? Exactly what I'd expect from you. Always so quick on the uptake. Christy is brimming with confidence. Yes. She seems in a much better mood than she was 3 days ago. She's a famous reporter, after all, so maybe this is what she's really like. So, Mary, I'd like to go see a shrine. You don't mind, do you? It is true many unpleasant rumors surround that forest. If the cause is H shrine, there may be some clues there. But even if there are, if it's spiritual, then how are normal humans like us supposed to find it? Christy and I don't have spiritual powers. In that case, could you bring me along with you to H shrine? I should be able to sense the presence of anything spiritual. I can act as a guide as well. You know that shrine? Yes, in truth, it enshrines the guardian deity of the Cujo family. Ah, yes, coincidences. Ah. Over the generations, the heads have taken care of the shrine. You think she would have, like, mentioned this before, you know, considering, but I guess not. However, that came to an end after the recent war resolved. As one who serves the Cujos, I am concerned about its present state. Then bringing you along would mean I have to carry you, don't I? As it is impossible for me to walk, I would agree with that assessment. I am sorry to inconvenience you. An overgrown forest in the dead of night. I'm not looking forward to having to carry Mary all the way to the shrine. See, it's always nighttime when we gotta do this stuff. It's never the middle of the day. You look worn out, and we haven't left. It's a small price to pay if we can get any hints about the spirits. That's true. I think Mary's eager about this too, so I'll just have to deal with it, I suppose. Okay, let's go back to the forest. We're going on a trip. Before we leave, we put Mary in the back seat. Thank God she's not as heavy as she looks. I should be able to carry her just fine. I mean, she's just a doll. I mean, she's life-size, but she's just a doll. By the way, Mr. Yoshiki, have you read the files over there? No. She points to the right side of the room and shelves packed with files. Not yet. I've searched most of the mansion, but I haven't checked the garage. Oh, really? Christy grabs the file and flips through the pages. Looks like articles on various crimes. The clippings cover every incident in H City and the surrounding area. Was Miss Cujo looking into criminal activity? Any of it look related to the mark? No, not as far as I can tell. These are all extremely old. The most recent is dated 5 years ago. She puts the file back. Alright, should we head out soon? Yosh. I park outside the entrance of the forest and gather Mary into my arms. We make our way to the familiar arch. There's still a long way to go. A middle-aged man carrying a doll. Come on, Christy. You're practically a ghost story yourself if someone sees you here. That's so true, though. I'm very sorry to cause you such trouble. Mary stares up at me as I hold her. Her skin and hair glint bewitchingly when the light from the flashlight catches them. I have not been outside in a long time, and to go hiking in the arms of such a fine gentleman, oh, Mary. This is a very precious experience. She sounds as dispassionate as ever, but... is she actually having fun? Probably. Still, it is just as the rumors say. This forest is filled with the curses and resentment of the dead. Simply, their presence is enough to drive the living mad. The land is tainted. I could see why it has given birth to monstrous spirits. I bet if you track down the cause of it, it'll be the divine wrath. Let's hurry to the shrine. Oh, okay, good. I was like, man, I don't want to have to walk all the way back. We reached the old Torii gate with no trouble. Yeah, all the bees are gone. We stand and watch for a while, but nothing comes out of the beehives. They seem to be sleeping. It is most likely because Shimio is now gone. H shrine is up those stone steps. At Mary's direction, we walk toward the gate. A small black shadow flits across our feet. Da bunny? Da bunny. It's that rabbit again. So this is the rabbit you told me about, Lord Yashiki. You are correct, it is very cute. The rabbit stares up at the two of us, then disappears toward the shrine. What in the world was that about? What do you think, Mary? I felt a strange presence. It appears to be possessed by some kind of soul. So it's a spirit too. Indeed. Though it does not appear strong enough to give marks to humans. We know nothing of its true nature, so please proceed with caution. We follow the rabbit under the torii gate and up the stone steps. At the top, we find the wilderness creeping in. There doesn't seem to be anything here but an old altar. Is this H shrine? Sadly, it has fallen into disrepair. The war was over 50 years ago. I suppose this was to be expected. That black rabbit is gone. Deserted shrines give me the creeps. Let's hurry up and get to searching so we don't stay here long. Headless Buddha statues are buried in the ground. Creepy. Wonder what happened here. There's a sacred Shimenawa rope on a ragged boulder. I wonder if that boulder is an Iwakura? What's that? According to ancient Shinto tradition, it's a sacred rock that a god descended on. It's not uncommon for the rock itself to become an object of devotion. Nothing out on the side? I guess not. It's a wooden shrine altar. A clouded old mirror serves as the Go Shintai. Looks like it's true that no one's taken care of this place for a long time. I peek inside the altar, just in case, but all I find is a thick layer of dust. The Go Shintai is outside and the altar's empty. Yeah, that's concerning. I don't think there's any more we can search. The Buddha statues concern me. Why are all the ones within the shrine missing their heads? Shinto and Buddhism were ordered to be separated during the Meiji period. Before then, many shrines were dedicated to both. H shrine was much the same, but in the Meiji period, there was a push to make Shinto the main religion. The faiths were forced apart. Extremists stole the Buddhist statues from shrines and desecrated them. Oh, the famous anti-Buddhist movement. So this is where that happened? No, it was done in a public space as they wanted to make a show of it. The broken statues were carried here to serve as a memorial for worship. The Kujo family head was said to be aggrieved, so he moved them in secret. It seems that all the broken statues from around H City were buried here. Strange. You said they were worshipped, but this place is pretty much a ruin. You have a keen eye, Lord Yashiki. The shrine was subsequently dug up and the statues were stolen. So they came all the way into this huge forest just to carry off broken statues? Who would do something like that? That I do not know. I merely heard they were stolen 50 years ago around the time of the war. So the statues were broken, thrown away, and then dug up. They say the Buddha has a wealth of patience, but even he'd get angry. Could that anger have turned to divine wrath and given birth to the mark and spirits? Mary, have you been able to feel the presence of any spirits or whatever? About that, this land is much more foreboding than I had imagined. The enmity of the forest swallows all else. It is hard to sense beneath it. Is that what it said? I clicked too fast. So too much background noise, right? Yes, although I do sense the same presence as Lady Christie's mark, however faint. I am sure the spirit that gave her the mark is somewhere in the forest. So after all that, we were only able to reconfirm something we already knew. Forgive me, I was unable to... You don't have to apologize, Mary. We learned plenty of value here. What do you mean? I'll tell you on the way back. First, let's get the hell out of here. This place gives me the creeps. Maybe it's the ill will Mary sensed. No. We leave H Shrine, walking down the beast trail toward the forest entrance. Maybe it's because of that strange tale, but for some reason I feel like someone is watching us from the darkness of the trees. Uh-oh, Spaghetti-O. We begin driving back to the mansion. As we break out of the dense forest, I can see building lights pop up here and there. I don't know why my brain just did not want to process that sentence for a second. Well, that was a complete waste of time. I mean, not necessarily. My anxiety lifted. I don't even bother to filter the words that slip out of my mouth. Oh, I don't think that's true. It's all coming together for me. Without further prodding, Christy starts in on her theory, passion evident in her voice. I believe Shimio was right. 8 Shrine is definitely what's causing all the strange stuff in the forest. I'm sure it's those stolen statues. Don't you agree? I wonder. It feels like we just don't have enough info at this point to say one way or the other. There's no denying that a lot of strange things are going on in that forest. Between all the suicides and Shimio wandering around, it couldn't just be coincidence, could it? If we research the shrine, we might learn more about the mark. I feel that's a lot safer than risking our lives looking for the spirit. Don't you think? Mayhaps. You might be right. ... My replies are half-hearted, which isn't what Christy was hoping for, so she falls silent. An awkward, uncomfortable silence settles. I mean, it's more of a lead than what Yashiki's got, so... Lord Yashiki, please stop the car. Mary speaks for the first time since we entered the car. What is it? I sense a presence similar to Lady Christie's mark close by. Lucky. Now I only have 4 drinks on my desk. Following Mary's request, I park in a vacant rest stop on the outskirts of H City. Christy and I step out of the car. Gah. Owie! It hurts. My mark is suddenly scalding. Is something nearby? Well, no shit, that's what Mary just said. Look, someone's over there. I like this chapter. Unlike the last one. I mean, I guess I liked the Shimio chapter. It was just me not being big brain enough to understand how to defeat the spirit. A small girl steps out of the telephone box. Why is a kid outside at this time of night? More kids sneaking out and their parents being nowhere. Thank you for bringing me out here this late at night, Eita. I got to talk with Hanayome, yeah. Oh yeah, glad to hear it. Oh yeah? Glad to hear it. A rather round young man appears, stepping out of the shadows. You got your question answered, Suzu? I like Suzu and Eita. I like them. They're good characters. Yeah. Yeah, it's okay now. Hanayome sure is amazing, though. She knows where everything is. You got that right. She helped me find my limited edition Love and Hero phone strap I dropped. What's Love and Hero? What? You don't know? They're a popular idol group here. They've been all over TV lately. I'm surprised you haven't heard. TV is restricted at home. Mom says it rots your brain. Oh, Eita, is the bus coming soon? Oh, the last bus is on its way. We better go. We'll be in big trouble if your mom finds out we went out. Yeah. We watch from a distance for a while, but it's hard to determine their relationship. The pain from my scar is suddenly gone. Hey, Christy? What do you think? I turn, but Christy isn't there. Hey, you there, just how do you know that girl? Depending on your answer, I'll report you for child abduction. Well, there goes Christy, hounding the poor guy. I mean, it looks bad. It does look bad. Oh, my goodness. Just calm down. I tried to placate her, but she won't budge. The man stumbles over his words. He looks flustered and overwhelmed. Hey, lady, don't be mean to Eita. The girl rushes to stand defensively in front of him and glares at us. She seems a lot more level-headed than the flustered guy behind her. I asked him to help me, okay? I wanted to talk to Hanayome, so I had him come with me. Who's this Hanayome you keep mentioning? A ghost who helps find things. People say that you could talk to her from this telephone box. A ghost, huh? She looks at me. We're both, thinking the same thing. Earlier, the mark was hurting, so maybe... You guys look serious. What's going on? He nervously glances between us. Does this scar look familiar at all? I show them the mark on my right arm. Hey, hold on, what is this? That looks exactly like mine. He pulls off one of his gloves and reveals the mark on his hand. It's the cursed scar, yeah? I saw an article on it in OOP Arts Monthly. They say it causes amnesia, even kills you, but that's nonsense. It's not all true, right? Right? Copium. Sounds like he'd heard the rumors but chose to not do anything about it. Well, good thing we happened upon him, so we can help him out. That's no surprise, really. It's tough to believe it's real until your memory loss starts becoming noticeable. ... I've got one of those, too. It showed up on my left wrist when I made that phone call earlier. Oh. And she just thought that was normal. Wasn't gonna question it. Pulling up her sleeve, she shows us her mark. They both have the mark, and after calling Hanayome. That's more than a coincidence. Well, we can't just leave them here. Let's bring them to the mansion. We tell them what's going on and ask them to go to Kujo Mansion with us. It doesn't take much to get them to come. I thought it'd take more convincing. Could partially be because they missed the last bus while talking to us. Before they climb in, I warn Mary to stay quiet until we get back. Might be a bad idea to freak them out. First, we introduce ourselves. The man's name is Eita Nakamatsu. The girl is Suzu Morimiya. They tell us they met through the readers column in OOP Arts Monthly. Suzu mentioned she was interested in Hanayome, and Eita told her what he knew. Then she pestered him into bringing her to the rumored telephone box. They were out this late because of her. Her parents sound pretty strict. Her mother keeps a close eye on her after school, and she needs permission to go out. So she snuck out of the house after her mother went to bed. Hanayome is just as famous at my school as Hanahiko is. Hey Eita, please tell them about those rumors. Do I have to? Okay, fine. Eita reluctantly tells us at Suzu's request. They're just rumors I read, but... I think she's the ghost on the cover of the game, if I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked at my physical copy of Deathmark in a while, but I think she's on the cover. Hey, remember that one story? You know, the one about the public phone box in H-City? There's a ghost that looks like a bride, and she'll find what you're looking for. One of my friends actually tried it. He went to the specific phone box that lets you talk with ghosts. The phone suddenly started ringing. He slowly picked up the phone. But all he could hear was this weird smacking noise. He stayed on the line until... Did you see it? At least she's not, you know, asking us if we like bees. He heard a woman whisper. So he did what the rumor said to do and said, "No, I haven't seen it." Then she said, "What do you want to see?" His cat had gone missing, so he asked where it was. Then he looked where the woman said it was. It really was there. So the rumors are totally true. I want to go ask her where my future bride is now. Oh, want to come with me? Modern problems require modern solutions. There. I carried Mary from the car and gently placed her back on the sofa. Thank you very much. Being in your arms is not bad, but I am most calm when I am here. The doll really talked. I can't say I expected that. Then does that mean all this stuff about the mark is true, too? On the way over, we updated Suzu and Eita with just about all they needed to know. They may not completely believe us, but they're not rejecting it outright either. It seems like Eita in particular has already experienced some memory loss. Something about forgetting the names of anime characters or voice actors. Christy looked at him strange, but he appears to be taking it quite seriously. It's pretty serious stuff, man. And Suzu snuck out of her house because she believed the rumors about Hanayome. They both believed in the occult already. I'm pretty sure they'll help us find a way to escape the mark. Granted, they're also really curious about Hanayome. Pardon me, but may I speak? The marks on Suzu and Eita, they're likely from Hanayome. And Lady Christie, the feeling I sense from your mark is the same as theirs. So we can assume Hanayome also gave the mark to you. Do you recall encountering her? See, if she was able to, like, sense, like, if marks are similar, how come she didn't say anything about the marks being different during the Shimio chapter? Being like, oh yeah, Christy, your mark's a little different from the others. That's interesting. Thanks, Mary. Do you recall encountering her? Something weird did happen right before I entered the forest. I stepped in the phone box on T Mountain. The phone rang out of nowhere. Oh, it might be because of that. The telephone box at that rest area is also in the rumors of Hanayome. But I didn't pick it up. It creeped me out, so I left. See, that's what you're supposed to do in a horror movie situation, but I guess it's still a bit Christy in the ass. I was never able to give that person one final call because of that. Aw. Who are you talking about? It is not for children to know. Fine. So there are other phone boxes like that? I think. There are 3 that Hanayome will call from. The one we went to in the A Highway parking lot is one. And one is at T Mountain Rest area. That's the one Miss Christie went to. And Eita, where's the last one? At the park by T apartment complex. It's the only one inside the city. But why just those 3 locations? Dunno, the BBS I read didn't say. ... Mister? Do you really think Hanayome is the one who gave us the marks? Yes, of course. Maybe not, I'm not sure yet. Of course! But the rumors about Hanayome go back 5 years, and no one's ever mentioned that if you call her, you'll get a mark. Suzu's right. Rumors about this mark thing only popped up super recently. So you're saying Hanayome hasn't always been giving out the mark? If that's true, I wonder what triggered the change. Of course, I can't really say seeing as I don't know anything about spirits. A ghost helping people find what they're looking for, that's pretty strange. Definitely the definition of ghost story. Hey, Mr. Yoshiki? If those rumors are true, why don't we try asking where the stolen statues are? Big brain. If we return them to their places, it might just save our lives. Search for the Buddha statues. If Christie's right, we might be able to escape the mark without fighting a spirit. Mary, what do you think? A good question. Objects with human forms are easily able to gain inexplicable powers. Bleeding stone statues, cursed dolls, there are many examples. Historical statues of gods and Buddhas would certainly be no exception. Asking Hanayome about them would be a good idea. So says the doll before our eyes that has the inexplicable power to talk. Maybe it wouldn't be strange that Buddha statues could bring down divine wrath. Lord Yoshiki, may I add? As I explained previously, your mark is different from the others. Vanquishing spirits seems to weaken your mark's power. It's been several days since she told me that I was going to die. Taking care of the spirits we encountered is likely how I'm still among the living. What are you trying to say? I cannot say what the relationship between your mark and Hanayome is, but it is true it is in your best interest to track down spirits. I hope you will guide these mark bearers this evening as well. ... I can't really picture Christy and Eita facing off against a spirit by themselves. If they failed, then a child would suffer the deadly consequences. That would weigh heavily on me. No turning back, I'll figure something out. Thank you. Mari bows her head slightly. Now you should begin investing Hanayome. Why does she only call from 3 public phones within each city? Her secret may lie in the answer. You visited the parking lot already. Please investigate T Mountain and the Park by T apartment complex. New info was added to the spirit file. Rumors of Hanayome, other. I'm gonna bring her. Let's go to the rest area first. The phone booth stands solitary on the edge of the vacant rest area. An endless sea of trees stand behind it. Christy must have run into the forest after she heard the phone ring. I can hear a dog howl from nearby. It almost sounds sad, but I'm probably just imagining it. That's oddly specific. I feel like that dog's calling someone. I think it's looking for its master. You understand it? Kind of, yeah. We have a dog at home, too. And that one's not a regular dog. What do you mean? I'm pretty sure it's a spirit or ghost or something. Oh, oops. I'm only supposed to talk about that stuff with my mom's friends. People would think I'm weird if I do. I would think she would think in this situation it's okay. I mean, we're already dealing with supernatural stuff anyways. But you understand, don't you? Yeah. Can she sense the supernatural? I'd always felt like something was different about her from the start. Anyway, mister, I think that's the telephone booth that's in the Hanayome rumors. Rumors say the phone is supposed to ring if you wait by it for a while. I'm guessing waiting outside doesn't count. Yeah, I think you're right. When I called her, it didn't ring until I went inside. But the booth is too small for 2 people. Either I or Suzu will have to go in. Should I go in? No, I'll go in. I can't stand around and make a kid do this. Must protect. It's cramped inside and almost impossible to move around at all. I'd be a sitting duck if a spirit attacked me while I'm in here. The clouded glass makes it hard to see the outside. That just makes me more nervous. I wonder how long I have to wait until the phone rings. To pass the time, I glance around at the inside of the booth. There's a poster attached to the window. Help our investigation. On the night of... Would that be February or would that be August? I don't know. An assault took place in the forest nearby. If anyone has any info on this case, please notify H Police Department. This is dated 5 years ago. It looks like something terrible happened here. The phone begins to ring. Uh-oh. Spaghetti. I hesitantly reach out and pick it up. The only sound I hear is the dial tone. No one is speaking. What's going on? Yucky. Suddenly, there's a strange noise. Crunching, smacking, like the sound of saliva someone chews. Did you see it? No. Tucked in the smacking is a woman's voice. The voice is creepy, cold, and chills me down to the bone. Is this Hanayome? Did you see it? She asks a second time. The rumors mention that I should say I haven't seen it. Very seriously, I say I haven't seen it. Dot dot dot. What do you want to see? The Buddha statues. It's going exactly as the rumor said. Hanayome is supposed to tell you the location of whatever you're looking for. Christy told me to ask about the Buddha statues that were stolen from H Shrine. I'll give it a try. Buddha statues. Lord Buddha. Doesn't your arm already have the mark of the Buddha on it? Tell me, you want a new Buddha? Why are you doing that? Tell me. Well, tell me, tell me, tell me. Tell me, tell me, tell me. That's a lot of tell me's. We upset her. The line goes dead. The woman's scream is still ringing in my ears. I feel sick. It must be because of my brush with that blood-curdling insanity. Why didn't she answer my question? What was different from when the others asked? The mark on my arm burns dully, like it's reminding me it exists. Maybe this is why she was acting strangely, and she did say something to the effect that Buddha gave me this mark. Was she just too insane to differentiate between Buddha and a monstrous spirit? Or is this mark really the work of divine wrath from the Buddha statues? I wait a while longer, but the phone doesn't ring again. There's no point in staying here. As soon as I leave the booth, Suzu comes up to me. You don't look good. Did something happen in there? I tell Suzu about my conversation with Hanayome. I wonder what's going on. She answered my question. She answered my question okay. Suzu's brow furrows in confusion. Do you want to see about that other telephone box? Maybe some clues are there. Or you can try one more time. Or you could try one more time there. There's no time to get lost in thought. The last phone booth is at the park by T Apartments in the other direction. We'll head there after stopping at the mansion. It's probably wise to ask Mary what she knows since it's on the way. New info was added to the spirit file, the second phone box. I tell Mary what happened at the phone box. You say Hanayome acted strangely. She called the spirit that cursed you with your mark Buddha. I cannot say I know what she saw, but from what you said, she will likely not respond to your question. That does not mean she does not understand you, however. Use any method available to obtain as much information as you can. Okay, I guess that was helpful. Spooky. I see a small park tucked between all of the looming apartment buildings. At least there will be witnesses if we die. There's no one here. I guess everyone's already asleep. Maybe not. I'm sure that's the telephone booth from the rumors. Well, now that I'm here, I still have no idea why Hanayome hung up on me. I followed the rumors exactly. Where did I go wrong? I scratch my head. Don't adhere to the gossip. Defy it. Okay. Suddenly I hear that strange voice again. Gossip. In other words, the rumors. What will happen if I don't follow the rumors? Suzu, go back to the car. There's something I want to try, but it might end up backfiring on me. Okay. Please be careful, mister. Must protect child. Oh, wait 1 second. I have a message from Eita. Oh? Yeah, he says there's new info on Hanayome. Here it is. Suzu hands me a note written by Eita. Don't talk about eyes or things like it when you're on the phone with Hanayome. If the call goes sideways somehow, don't say I, okay? P.S. Best to avoid anything that even sounds like I. Okay. What? Don't say I. There's nothing else? No, that's all. But Eita said that he was sure it would help. I'll keep it in mind. Bye-bye. Suzu returns to the car. I step inside and wait for the phone to ring. There's a poster in this booth, too. Just like the one at the rest area, this looks like it's been here for a few years. Young woman kidnapped. A young local woman was kidnapped close to this location. If you were a witness to this crime, please notify the police, MPD. February... Oh, so it was February, not August, okay. February 8th, 5 years ago. I think the poster I saw at the rest area had the exact same date. Coincidence? I think not. The phone rings. I grab the receiver and slowly pick it up. Yummy sounds, yay. I hear a noise like someone chewing gum from the other end of the phone. That's a lot of gum. An icy cold voice speaks. Okay, tell me. Oh, golly, I didn't read it. No! With your own eyes or eyeglasses, a telescope. She's baiting us. Well, she doesn't. I'm gonna say telescope because she doesn't like the word eye, so. Man, I think today was just a really bad day for my internet because my model's not keeping up. Like, my indicator thing keeps going into the red. Oh god. Hopefully this isn't too scuffed. ... It sounds like something's searching around outside the phone box. You saw it. You said you saw it. What color? A beautiful color. Red, pink, green. Pink? I think red has just... Okay, so I'm like, I think red has the word I in it in Japanese, I think, or something close to that. ... I don't know about green though, but I guess that still would have been wrong. You saw it. What kind of person are you? What's important to you? Your dreams, romance, love? Which it's not love, because that also has I in it, I think. Romance, dreams, I don't wanna, I don't know. Okay. Oh, okay, nice. It's like, I thought I would totally screw that up. The phone goes dead. The next I know, the bloody handprint is gone, and so is the ominous presence. The questions she asked me were strange. She was particularly anxious about what I had seen. I think I did a good job of not mentioning anything like eyes in my answers. Overly conscious over being seen. Maybe that's where her secret lies. I exit the booth and Suzu rushes up to me. My mark suddenly started hurting. Did something happen? Yes. I tell Suzu about what happened in the phone booth. I wonder what that was about. Guess there's no way she'd know the answer. Huh? There's something on the ground. Sure enough, there's a folded up piece of paper lying near the booth. Looks like a piece of stationery. I don't think it was there before I went into the phone box. I pick up the paper and open it. To Seiko. I'll dispel all of your heartache, so forget that horrible incident and take your quiet rest up in heaven. An incident? The posters I saw in the telephone booths mentioned something like that too. Could they be connected? I ask Suzu what they think. Is it a coincidence, or... Suzu worries at her lip. We've gone to all the boxes now, so should we go back? I want to share all this with Eita and Miss Christie. Yeah, we're just not going to share anything with Mary, I guess. We should probably head back for now. New info was added to the spirit file, the third phone box. I'm gonna save again. Yeah, return to the mansion. Welcome back. Christy is there in the garage. She's going through the files full of articles on criminal cases. How did the investigation go? Suzu and I tell Christy what we discovered. I see. I can see Christy's mind working. Hey, Mr. Yoshiki, you know those posters in that bit of stationery you found? Could they be linked to Hanayome? She might have been someone who was caught up in the incident and killed. And if that's the case, then... She glances over at the files. The dates were 5 years ago, right? Then there might be an article on what happened here in these files. Let's get Eita to help out too. Go get a move on. Go get a move on. I feel like there probably should have been a comma in there, unless I'm small brain. All four of us begin reading through files. The clippings range from the smallest dispute to the most heinous crime in each city. But they're all dated 5 years ago or earlier. Did they get stored in the garage because they're sold? After a while, I think I found it. The date matches the posters and the victim's name is Seiko. Suzu lays the file out on the desk and we all peer at it. The file has articles about an incident that happened 5 years ago. The victim's name was Seiko Hasegawa. Apparently she committed suicide in the forest by H Castle on the eve of her wedding. She was in her dress when she was found. Suzu, you probably shouldn't read anymore. It's pretty bad. Thanks, Eita. But I want to know more about Hanayome. I feel like I need to do this. She is a very mature child. She's cringing, but she sounds determined. Between this and sneaking out at night, she's a surprisingly brave kid. It's rather odd for someone her age. I remember now. This happened back when I used to be a news anchor. Christy mutters just loud enough to hear. Then do you know the whole story? It was horrible. It's hard to recount. A woman was abducted by a gang while she was walking her dog. They brought her to the forest and assaulted her. People found her battered and staggering along the road the next day. The dog was run over and killed near the forest when it chased after them. Aw. That's horrifying. Yeah, but that wasn't the end of Seiko Hasegawa's misfortune. Eita somberly cuts in. His usual grin is nowhere to be found. It's well known in some circles, but her assault was photographed. The pictures were sent to her fiancé. They threatened to make them public if he didn't pay up. I heard he gave them a ton of money to get the photos and the negatives. Is that true, Kristen? Yeah, I heard that as well. Because of all that, Miss Seiko had a mental breakdown, and in the end, she hung herself. She'd been a serious, honest woman, so she just couldn't bear it. The cruel fate of a woman attacked before her wedding. Yeah, we fall silent as that reality weighs on us. Suzu timidly speaks up, her face pale. Maybe there's a connection between what happened to Miss Hasegawa and Hanayomi's phone boxes? According to the article, the incidents that wrecked her life took place near each phone box. She was abducted by the park and assaulted by the rest area. She was found wandering near the parking lot by H Highway. The phone booths connect Hanayome and Seiko Hasegawa. The coincidence sends a shiver down my spine. So that note we found by the telephone booth, did Seiko's fiancé write it? Most likely. What's strange is it was there and not where she committed suicide. Did Hanayome put it there? Maybe she was telling us something. I have no clue how spirits think, but if Suzu's right, then that note is an important clue for us. I seem to recall Miss Seiko's fiancé was a famous musician. As a result, the case was widely publicized at the time. It happened right after they returned from a romance trip to Greece. A romantic, not romance. Old ladies were sobbing about how it made it all the more tragic. And the poor dog they brought on the trip died heroically as well. Where's the fiancé now? ... Well, he began acting strange due to the shock and then went missing. Some say her suicide was to follow him. But he wasn't the only one who disappeared. It sounds like all of the culprits went missing too. You hear about that online too? Well, something like that. The internet wasn't the same back then. There were only hubs. Hubs? Like pre-internet chat rooms? Everyone was talking about it on the occult hubs back then. There was one person in the community who knew way too much. I think he was one of the culprits. He brought up a bunch of things, like taking pictures and all that. And I bet those were pictures of the assault. Yeah, that's right. After they were finished, those assholes got a camera out and took pictures of her face soaked in tears. The whole time she yelled, "Don't look, don't look." Don't look, huh? Hanayome has an extreme reaction to being seen by others. He kept going on about it night after night until he suddenly stopped posting. People who knew him said they couldn't contact him at all. Those guys deserve to die, but it's still really creepy, you know? Suddenly, a line from the note pops into my head. I'll dispel all of your heartache. Hey, Christy, do you happen to know exactly where in the forest Seiko killed herself? I was a reporter at the time, so I did go to the location, but that was 5 years ago, so I don't remember exactly. I feel like I went west from that big arch at the entrance. So, you're really going to go? Yeah, we might be able to figure out something about Hanayome. Okay, mister. I'll do my best. New info was added to the spirit file. Gathering info at the mansion. Other. Going back to the forest. This is more awkward than I thought. Being out alone with someone who, until recently, was planning to kill herself. Do you have something you want to say? She noticed right away. Was I being that obvious? No, not really. It's fine, you don't have to hide it. You're wondering if I still want to kill myself, aren't you? Is this a woman's intuition? No, maybe I'm just crap at hiding things. Don't worry, I don't anymore. People hate it when things are forced on them, right? Doesn't matter what it is. ... I could trust you, right? Yes. At least for now. Here's hoping she keeps feeling the same, at least while we're together. Just then the tires hit a bump in the road. I could see a square, gray object in the back seat through the rearview mirror. Is that thing back there yours? No, that's Eita's CD radio cassette player. What? Why something like that? He said we might need music during the drive, then went and put it in here. So, okay, so it's in the car. I was like, did we just run over his CD player? But we didn't have any CDs or tapes. Should I turn on the radio? No, I'll pass. The conversation grinds to a halt after that. It's like there's an invisible person between us. After falling silent a while, Christy finally speaks up again. It only makes sense for the conversation to turn one direction. It's rather worrisome, don't you think? After all this time, they don't know. Who doesn't know what? Those two. They think that spirit just helps you find things. What a naive fairy tale. Yeah. Christy's exactly right. You quickly become disillusioned once you actually face a spirit. But thinking about it, wouldn't that be best? Christy looks at me in shock. Wait, what are you saying? I just mean, our lives are on the line here. Would you stop joking around? Sorry. She's furious at me, but it looks like she was telling the truth about not wanting to die. She's got too much pride. Someone like that would never commit suicide. ... What's so funny? Nothing. Will we make it back again? Of course. I stare at the headlights and contemplate where we're going. Sigh. That sigh was pretty deep. I can't believe we're here again. At least I can feel better knowing he's not around anymore. I must remind her about Hanayome, but I stop myself from opening my mouth. I don't want to break her tenuous calm. Okay, it's supposed to be west of the gate. I look to the west of the gate again, but there's no sign of a trail. Well, there were so many hidden trails before. I mean, come on. Strange, maybe I'm remembering wrong. When I came here researching an article, there was a path to the west. Suddenly, Christy's face stiffens. What's wrong? I feel cold all of a sudden. I follow their gaze and see a low shadow dashing out from the darkness. Just a pupper. A dog? It certainly seems like one. It kicks up the dirt with 4 legs, but it looks off somehow. Its fur is long and disheveled, and from certain angles, its face looks human. The dog stares at us, growling softly. I'm scared of dogs. What is it? Are you trying to tell us something? You're being too gentle with it. You need to sound firm when you talk to a dog. Act like its master. Bigger dogs like to bark, right? So ignore it and stay quiet. I guess that's true for humans too. Powerful people tend to ignore others. Okay, I'll keep that in mind. The dog barks loudly and vanishes into the western underbrush. The moment it's gone, the chill in the air dissipates like it was never there. Was it trying to guide us? I shined the flashlight on the spot where the dog disappeared. A now familiar pain shoots through my wrist. We're on the right track. The bark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn, a few hours left until death closes in. There's probably not much time left, we better hurry. Let's check the bushes over there. New info was added to the spirit file. Investigating the forest again. I'm gonna, save. Oh, okay, I have to use my flashlight. With the dog gone, I push my way into the underbrush. I spot the traces of what used to be a path. You could barely call it one at this point. This must be the closed hiking trail. The path goes west from the gate. That's right, I remember now. This is the path I took before. That dog, was it trying to show this to us? Who knows? Anyway, let's get going. Something's in the grass. I feel around in the blades of grass. Got instant camera. Uh-oh. I've hit the switch before I realized and a red light appears. Apparently that means that the flash can be used. I must still have battery left. Wow. Not that we're going to take any pictures with it. You're right. I mean, it's probably at least been here for 5 years. I turn it off and quickly stuff it in my bag. I decide it's wise not to not mention the dried blood that's stuck to the bottom of it. Yeah, that's pretty wise. To see is to perceive light. ... That distant voice echoes in my head. True, seeing something means you're seeing the light it's reflecting. But what does that have to do with Hanayome? New info was added to the spirit file. Around the tree covered in photos. Okay, nothing else behind it. I guess I'll look at the tree. I shine the light on the grove of trees in front of us and catch a glimpse of something odd. Huh? What is that? Something's posted there. I can't make it out from here. Move forward for a closer look. What is this? All thought in my mind ceases. It's as if I'm unable to process what I'm seeing and my brain comes to a halt. Are these photos? There are a bunch of pictures of different people posted to the tree, but they're all these photos have nails in the eyes. It's just as Christy said. For some bizarre reason, each photo has a person with nails driven through both eyes. Attached to the nails is some kind of tape. Cold sweat drips down my back. What kind of grudge would cause someone to do something like this? I mean, the case we're dealing with it is quite serious. Hey, all the people in these pictures, are they all men? Christy's mutters are just loud enough to hear. Huh? I look over the photos again. A good number of them are deteriorated, so they're hard to make out. They may be right. Yeah, looks like it. All the subjects are men. That's clearly not a coincidence. I feel a little dizzy and step back. Through my blurry vision, something flashes in the light from the flashlight. What's wrong? Nothing, it's just over there. Something sparkled up there. Something might be there, we should check it out. Up. Something up the branches of the tree is reflecting light. Something must be stuck in the branches. The only way we'll be able to check it out is to climb up the trunk. Are you thinking about climbing the tree? Oh, do I need the kid because she's light? There aren't any cavities, knots, or branches within reach. It'll be hard to climb up it, so... Well, I'm gonna try to boost her. This is just between us, but I weigh... Aye. She whispers in my ear. I don't think anybody else in the forest cares what she weighs. Just saying. Okay, that's off the table. Okay, I need to get Suzu. I give up and back away. So, go, child. If that's all, then okay, I'll try. I squat at the base of the tree and let her climb up on me. Up you go. I stagger a bit, but manage to stand. I feel like I'm one of the trees now. Can you reach? Just a little to the right. I'm almost there. Eek! Suzu reaches as far as she can with her hand, and I lose my balance. We both crash to the ground. Are you okay? I'm fine. Here. Suzu shows me her hands. It's holding the object that was stuck in the branches. Got dog collar. A collar? It makes me think of that dog we saw before coming here. Does this belong to that dog? Why was it in the tree? I wonder who threw it away. Oh, I guess somebody could have thrown it into the tree. Who knows? As I am putting it away in my bag, I spot an inscription on the inside of the collar. Inta? How are you supposed to pronounce that? New info was added to the spirit file. Pictures on the tree. I hear a low growl from somewhere. I can't see what's making it, but it seems to be watching me. Oh, we did see that dog at the gate. I'm not sure why, but I feel an intense hostility directed toward me. What should we do? The instant Suzu speaks, the growling grows distinctly quieter. I remember the photos. Well, yeah, they don't like men. All of them were men with nails in their eyes. Please don't stick nails in my eyes, please. I don't know what that has to do with the dog, but if those pictures demonstrate the hatred that saturates this place, if I'm with Suzu, it might react differently. ... I consider my options. Show the collar, might as well. I've got an idea. I take the collar out of my bag. Maybe it's a safe bet that the spirit was born here, so the dog is likely tied to this collar. I face the general area the barking is coming from and show it the collar. Uh-oh. The dog appears like a gust of wind. Whoa. Before I can blink, it steals the collar from me. It wants its collar back. When I try to quickly jump away, I hear Suzu call out to me. Mr. Yoshiki, don't move. But I don't catch the rest of it. The dog rushes at me so fast it looks like it's gliding over the ground. I'd be dead in a heartbeat. Stand still? She said not to move. The dog stops in its tracks. It seems confused that I'm not reacting and just standing still. It shuffles back on its guard, then prepares to attack again. It bares its teeth and growls. Christy said to ignore it. I break my gaze and turn my back to it. I pretend to not hear it threatening me. It growls for a while until it abruptly stops. Okay. Dog holds the collar in its mouth and stares at me. That collar has an inscription on it, doesn't it? I'm sure it said... I don't know what that first character is. What should I call it? Genta, Senta, Lenta. Okay. I don't think it's Lenta. Senta, Genta. I'll just... Genta? It's at the top. Oh! I was right. I'm out of the name. The dog perks its ears. I say it again, this time more clearly. Then... the dog turns around and quietly slinks into the brush. It disappears from sight. Seems I somehow managed to escape death. Spooky. I pick up the collar that was left behind and sigh deeply. Are you okay? Yeah, that was... I can't even say it was no big deal. My words simply trail off. That's all I can answer with. Dogs can be scary. I pat myself down with my hands, but I don't seem to be injured anywhere. I did feel teeth biting into my hand when the collar was snatched from me, though. That dog may be supernatural. Well, no shit. I hope it doesn't attack again. I think we'll be fine. I found what it was looking for. You're right. Okay. A sound like a rope creaks above my head. That's foreboding. Silhouettes swing in the shadow of the trees. My whole body shudders with dread. Who had the time to bring all of these here just to do that? Are those people? No. Suzu gives a terrified yelp. Speechless, I shine my flashlight on them. They clearly aren't people. Oh, there's nails in the eyes, too. Ugh. They're mannequins. The things hanging by their necks from the trees are display mannequins you can find in any department store. Obviously, dolls can't commit suicide. Is this someone's idea of a prank, or maybe a warning to intruders? The only one who knows the truth would be whoever did this. Let's go. I don't think they're dangerous. They're only mannequins. I mean, mannequins have had quite the track record in horror games, I will say. Okay. Suzu replies uneasily. But before either of us take a step forward, I feel a shaky hand gripping onto me. Is that Suzu's? Oh, I guess it was. Yeah, I'm gonna end up, like, going down the pathway and these things are gonna be on the ground following me. No thank you. Ew, that one in the back, like, right there behind, like, partially behind the tree just looks, like, really creepy. Ew. It looks different from the others. Ugh, I don't like that. A male doll is hanging from a tree. I wonder what the person who did this was thinking. Anger. They woke up and chose violence. Doggo. It's that dog. Suzu, be careful. No, it's okay now. It won't attack anymore. It's that dog from before. It starts digging in the dirt right in front of us. Question mark? After a few moments, it disappears like mist. What was it doing? Is there something over there? Let's take a look. I'm just gonna look everywhere, but where it wants me to look. Okay, there's nothing. Place where the dog is digging. I reach out and touch the dirt, but the texture under my hand surprises me. The dirt around here is soft, almost as if something was buried. Give me a hand. You're going to dig here? I don't think we'll need any tools. Please. Okay. In silence, we kneel in this forest in the middle of the night and dig up the dirt with our hands. I feel like I'm robbing a grave. It could be that those words popped into my head because I somehow knew what we'd find. Distracted. I look down on what we dug up. What we find is a corpse. It's just a skeleton now, but it doesn't look that old. Is that a corpse? Oh, sorry, Yuzu. Yeah. My reply sounds incredibly flat and uncaring, even to me. At some point, death has become familiar. That fact, and not the corpse, is what sends a shiver down my spine. Too comfortable with the world of the dead. I know this, but I can't escape it. One part of me observes the remains before us and reacts calmly. Just then, I notice something. What's that? There's something white in the skeleton's hand. I dig it out and discover it's a plastic bag. Inside are a number of cassette tapes and some kind of note. The note's deteriorated, but parts of it are legible. I killed them all. Ones assault you. Now you rest in peace. What needed to be done. Now I die here. This forest, you passed away. New song, want, listen, heaven. The note ends there. Got 3 cassette tapes. That sounds like a suicide note, doesn't it? But these tapes. She looks at the cassette tapes. Why were they buried too? They look at the remains as if asking them the question. Of course it's not going to reply. I don't know. I trail off. A different voice is whispering in my mind. voice falls silent. The last? Wait a second, the last what? Huh? Is something the matter? I didn't say anything. It's nothing, sorry, just talking to myself. Anyway, let's take these tapes with us. New info was added to the spirit file. Unidentified suicide victim. I think it's pretty obvious. I don't think there's anything else here, so I guess we could just leave. The mark burns scarlet. Half an hour left until death closes in. Ugh. Out of nowhere, my mark flares up painfully, the intense pulsing setting my nerves on fire. Shit, are we out of time? I bite my lip and look at Suzu. Suzu? Suzu, hey, can you hear me? ... Yeah. It's finally here. It all starts now. I grab Suzu and run. The spirit is closing in on us. So this is all the other times that they're like, oh, run, we need to get out of the forest. Ooh, we're being chased. They should have done that. Just really quick out of there. But all the other times they just walked. Did I get the car to go somewhere? Regardless, I'm here inside it, grabbing the wheel. The mansion. I need to go back there for now. ... I glance through the rearview mirror at Suzu in the back seat. Suzu is staring vacantly out the window with a slightly tilted head. The only thing out there is darkness. There's nothing to look at. Ita's tape player is laying on its side in the passenger seat. I got convenient. I grabbed it from the back, meaning to play one of those tapes. We quickly arrive at Kujo Mansion. Even if I discuss it with Mary, it's probably best to listen to a tape first. I reach for one, but as I do, I notice something odd. Oh, spaghetti. Where are we? I'm on an unfamiliar road, like I took a wrong turn somewhere. No, it's not unfamiliar. I've clearly been down this road before, but the route I was taking should have had no way for me to come across this road. That's the only way I can describe it. It's impossible. Calm down. I must have made a mistake because I was messing around with the tape player. Copium. I wouldn't get lost on the way to the mansion. I've been to it so many times now. I just missed the first intersection and ended up somewhere strange, that's all. That's what I tell myself as I make a U-turn. But no matter how many times I go back... Damn it, why am I here again? It sounded like he fucking broke his hand or something. No matter how I turn, I end up on the same road. Right, left, or keep going straight, I still return to the exact same place. This is ridiculous. I hit the steering wheel. Maybe it was because of my outburst, but my mark starts burning with pain again. This is bad. Really bad. At this rate, death will catch up to us while we're here in the car. Having said that, we can't go back to the mansion. I don't think we'll be able to get out of this maze no matter how many times I try. In that case, what should I do? Where should I drive? I think, the location that we pick is important. Shit. Towards T Lower Mountain. T Mountain. Yeah, so it's this one. Okay, last time I picked the wrong one and I was like, ooh, I saved the ghost. And then I didn't, so... I turned the steering wheel. I know I'm a cheater, but I want the good ending, okay? I turned the steering wheel in the direction of the place that popped into my head. T-Mountain, it's not that I have to go there. The destination isn't important so long as it gets me out of this situation. I hit the gas pedal and abruptly turn the wheel, trying to get out of this cursed trap. Finally, familiar scenery returns as if it was laying in wait for me. In the end, we're back here. The phone is ringing. I know exactly who's calling. Is it gonna let me save? I want to save, please. The mark is dyed a deep crimson. Sunrise. A few minutes left until death closes in. I head to the phone booth. Damn it, it's not gonna let me save. I've got Eita's radio cassette player and the bag holding Seiko's memories at the ready. pick up the receiver, but the phone immediately goes dead. Girl, I'm answering the phone. I'm doing what you want. Oh, that's such like a cool art. Yum, 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 yum. She's got an eye in her mouth. You saw it, didn't you? I know you saw it. She doesn't... I would assume she doesn't like pictures. I quickly grab the instant camera and use the flash. Oh yeah, before something was mentioned about light, so that was probably what that meant. The spirit shrieks, and while it's distracted, I tumble out of the booth. Once out, I spot out of the corner of my eye the spirit standing there looking down at me. Oh, she's got like cool like scribbly scrubblies around her. Did any of the other ghosts have that? I don't think so. Well, I guess the bee-man had bees, but the camera's battery is dead. What should I do next? Oh, rip. Oh, shit. Oh, that seems like the start of a sentence. I stick my into the tape player and press the... See, if we could only have read these before. I wanted to look in my bag to see what each tape, if they had like a description, and it won't let me do that. I don't know this one. The spirit responds to the song. Oh, okay, so we're drawing her in with the music. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? Shit. Charm song? I feel like Echo Ballad is probably last. I stick Charm Song into the tape player and press the play button. Listened often, dear. The spirit responds to the song. Okay. Or does it not even matter what songs I play? Wait. The spirit quietly drifts closer. What should I do next? I guess play the last one then. Echo Ballad. I stick Echo Ballad into the tape player and press the play button. I love... The spirit responds to the song. The spirit is right in front of me. Hey, let me listen to the newest... Oh, shit. Is it the last one? Because the voice had whispered to us the last. Am I? I'm probably wrong. Oh god. I don't know. I don't have enough time to, like, think about it. I stick my into the tape player and press the play button. ... Yes. Was I right? Whoa! I thought that was gonna be so wrong. That song was finished. Wait, that was the right one, right? Yeah. A dog comes bounding over from somewhere, barking happily. Again, is that where you've been? Come on, let's go. He's waiting. Okay. I didn't think I'd get this one right on the first try. There's a flash of light. I blink and the spirit is gone. I think that was happy. I don't think we destroyed her. I don't think we did. I don't sense Hanayome anymore. She's gone now, Hanayome. Suzu's back to normal. I bet their mark's gone. But mine's still bright on my arm. I guess Hanayome didn't give me my mark after all. Well, that's what Mary said, so... Then Hanayome really was Seiko Hasegawa. What a sad, terrible fate, turning into a ghost after she died. I feel sorry for her. I mean, like, all of the ghosts, if I'm remembering correctly, have, like, tragic backstories. I mean, I guess Shimio, I guess that's still pretty tragic, even though he was the leader of a cult, but, still pretty tragic. This place isn't too far from where Seiko died. Maybe that's why. The instant Hanayome vanished, I thought I caught a glimpse of her loyal dog. I hope her dog and the song her fiance wrote for her help her be at peace in heaven. Should we head back? Yeah. Huh? The phone starts ringing out of nowhere. It won't stop. It's like it's waiting for someone to answer. What should I do? I'll pick it up. I don't really know if I got the decisions right, so Suzu may die. I don't know. Hello? On the other end of the line is the gentle voice of a woman. Oh, okay, I think we did get it right. Okay. I'm so very sorry for causing you so much trouble. Please excuse me. Was that a wrong number or something? No. I was a little panicked, but now I relax. We helped her out. I stepped out of the booth and get into the car with Suzu. Okay, Suzu, yeah, didn't I? So we did the right thing. Welcome back, Mr. Yoshiki. It's thanks to you that my mark is finally gone. Too bad I didn't get to do much. Sorry, Eita. I read a ton of comics about exorcisms, so I thought I could help. Good job to you, Suzu. Everything went okay? Yeah, it's all thanks to him. Oh, yeah? I bet I could have done a better job than him. I awaited your return, Lord Yoshiki. It appears that you overcame your fear and cleared away the grudge. Congratulations. Though it is unfortunate that your mark has not yet vanished. I've managed to defeat 3 spirits now, but my mark still hasn't disappeared. It feels like that terrible fact might just freeze the blood in my veins. But I vowed to fight against the mark. All I can do now is press forward. Mr. Yoshiki, may I have a word? I looked through the other files in the garage after you left, and I found this. She hands over a file that says 8 shrine findings on the cover. Saya Kujo's signature is in the corner. The Kujo family's guardians were housed there, so it makes sense that this was here. Go on, read it. Most of it is about how 8 Shrine was built and its history. It lines up with what Mary told us. Everything that happened from the anti-Buddhist movement to now is in here. But it looks like even Saya didn't know who stole the statues 50 years ago. Some pages are about 8 Shrine's Go Shintai, the item that houses the deity's spirit. The shrine has 2, a mirror and a small Buddha statue called Nenji Butsu. The Nenji Butsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. The Nenji Butsu should be in a brocade pouch, but I never saw anything like that at the shrine. I wonder where it ended up. The last few pages contain notes on an investigation into the stolen statues. It mentions a rumor that started circulating a few months ago. K Miyamachi North Road in H City. It's a back street that, due to the city's poor planning, is covered in manholes. Because of that, people call it Manhole Road. Oh dude, that's gotta suck. On a moonless night, a young woman was walking down it on her way home from work. An old sign read, "Be wary of strangers. Stranger danger." Suddenly fearful, she attempted to hurry her steps down that dimly lit back street. But she couldn't take a step forward. A noise, something heavy being dragged, and then a figure was discernible from out of the darkness. It was a woman with disheveled hair, wearing a burnt white robe. She cradled a headless Buddha statue as if it were her own child. The shadows and hair hid most of her face, but she could see her blood-red lips twisted into a satisfied smile. Terrified by the eerie sight, she turned on her heel and ran away. Some distance away, she turned to look back. But the woman was gone. The statues were stolen 50 years ago, so it wasn't that woman, but I doubt it's that easy to find headless Buddha statues. Yeah. I'm sure she must know something. I asked Hanayome where the statues stolen from H Shrine were, and now there's an unexpected lead. What a strange coincidence! If you could find those stolen statues and honor them at H Shrine, the divine wrath will be quelled, and you might be freed from the mark. Another way that might possibly allow me to escape my mark. It's worth looking into at least. Oh, before I forget, you should take these too. Documents on the Hasegawa case that we found after you left. Read through them if you want. It is almost dawn. We must end today's investigation. Please rest. Thank you very much, mister. Because of you, I think I'll get to see my dad, too. You need to go somewhere to see him? My mom and dad got divorced. Oh. Yeah, Mom decided that she wanted to become a nun. She started taking me to temples and a lot of sacred areas. Dad didn't like that, and he started seeing some other lady. I understand. You don't have to say more. I guess Suzu's been embroiled in the world of adults for a while already. Maybe that's why she's so brave while being so young. I asked Mom to tell me where Dad is, but she wouldn't say. She told me he's bewitched by a demon and to forget him. So that's why I wanted to ask Hanayomi where Dad is. I see. I hope you get to see him. Me too. Okay, good night. Okay, night, Suzu. I'm really in your debt. It's thanks to you that Suzu was saved. Thanks so much. He seems more worried about her than himself. His appearance, personality, and job all make him suspicious, but that one thing is clear. I know she asked me to, but I was the one who brought her out there after all. If something had happened to her, I just... Hey, are you alright? Dude, like, everybody has, like, really creepy faces. I can't get over it. I'm so glad she's okay. Wah! The hot tears streaming down his face are those of relief, apparently. You should head to bed for today. I'm sure you're tired, right? Yeah, thanks. Good night. Wah! I think Eita's funny. He's I'm heading to bed soon myself. My mark's finally gone. I think I'm going to sleep well tonight. There's no reason for you to stay any longer. You're right about that. I'll be leaving tomorrow. Sorry, but even 9 lives wouldn't be enough to survive staying here. You said it. But I'm grateful for all this too. It gave me time to rethink my life. Ironic, isn't it? If I hadn't been cursed by a spirit, I'd be in that forest right about now. Christy's smile turns wry. Well, I'm off to bed now. Good night. Good night, Christy. Now then, Lord Yoshiki, please find me when you are ready. Farewell. New info was added to the spirit file. The truth behind Hanayomi. Are you retiring to bed? Yes. Good night. Chapter 3, Hanayomi, End. It's been 3 days since Hanayomi. All the other mark bearers left the mansion. I'm the only one here now. I wonder when I'll be free of this mark. When can I leave this place? We just haven't cleaned the blood off the floor, I guess. It's just there. ... Oh. Sigh. There's not even a scrap of meaningful information around. I looked around Sayakujo's bedroom to try to find something Mary mentioned. It's impolite to rummage through a woman's things, but I don't have the luxury to not do it. I searched every inch of the room, even under the carpet, but I came up empty. Seeing the dried blood on the floor reminds me of that horrifying sight I saw. I don't want to die like that. That sole reason has been my driving force in my struggle to survive since that day. But how long can I keep this up? That thought fills me with such dread that it feels like my legs could give out. After searching everywhere I leave the bedroom. We're not gonna clean the floor. The deserted entrance hall feels colder than usual. Thinking on it, it's already been over a week since I first came here. I've gotten completely used to this strange mansion. It's not really something I want to admit. Yeah. How do you do? How do you do, Lord Yoshiki? Mary gives me her usual greeting in her monotone voice. She's still a complete mystery, though I can't say I'm not grateful to have someone to talk to now that everyone's gone. Did you locate the master key? No, I didn't. I see. I was sure that it would be there. I've searched every accessible inch of the mansion and found no info of value. All that's left is the locked room. I don't know why we just don't bust down the door. I mean, I feel like that's entirely possible. Especially when we had like a whole bunch of people here. We totally could have done that. I'm trying to find the Kujo Mansion master key so I can open it. Mary said she thought it might be inside Kujo's bedroom, but it clearly was a bust. It is obvious I should have spoken with Lady Saya more before she died. I deeply apologize. Her voice carries a hint of sadness. She almost seems human when she does that. Looking more closely at her, I'm struck all over again by just how strange she is. I haven't really thought about it lately since I've been struggling to survive, but how did she come into existence? Hey Mary, were you made by Saya Kujo? No, I have served the Kujo family since before Lady Saya was born. No, I have served the Kujo family since before Lady Saya was born. I was already here at the mansion when I opened my eyes the first time. They say tools used for many years can come to house deities or souls. Maybe something similar. So you're like a Kujo guardian deity? That is an exaggeration, though I would be very pleased if I could achieve such a status. Lady Saya's fate was most unfortunate. I will do my utmost to respect her wish to save all who bear the mark. Her clear green eyes stare at me. Lord Yoshiki, thanks to you, many mark bearers have been saved. I'm sure that Lady Saya would be extremely grateful to you. I very much feel the same way. Her voice is emotionless, but it sounds just a bit softer than usual. Her face can't show it, but it feels like she's trying to express her gratitude. Now, Lord Yoshiki, it seems a new mark bearer has made their way to the mansion. I hope you can find some clue as to the spirit that gave you your mark. Before she can even finish her sentence, there's a knock at the front door. A girl bounces in wearing a fancy outfit. I blink dumbfoundedly at her appearance. Nice to meet you. Good morning. She's so full of energy. It's the middle of the night. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm used to saying it as a greeting. So Dr. Kujo lives here, right? Madame Yasuoka told me to come. Is Dr. Saya around? Madame Yasuoka? Yep, no clue who that is. Sorry, but Saya Kujo isn't here. I'm Kazuo Yoshiki. I guess you can say I'm representing her right now. Are you here about the scar? I can help. Yeah, that's it exactly. It's actually called the mark, right? If you get it, your memories become a mess and you die soon after. That's what Madame Yasuoka said. Well, color me surprised. I didn't think anyone besides Saya Kujo knew about the mark. But this girl, she knows what'll happen to her, but for some reason she doesn't look depressed at all. Aren't you scared? Yeah, I'm terrified. But being a scaredy cat's embarrassing. I want to hurry and fix this whole mark thing for my fans, too. I'm a pro, and forgetting the lyrics up on stage is definitely a no-go. I think I know what line of work she's in. She's an idol. Are you an idol or something? Yeah, that's right. Oh, I haven't introduced myself yet. I'm Ai Kashiwagi. I sing, dance, and perform as a member of Love and Hero. Oh, so that's your stage costume. Eita would be like so in love right now. Yeah, cool, right? I headed here straight after filming finished. If I'd gone to my dressing room, my manager would have found me. The taxi driver stared at my outfit the whole way here. Giggling, she removes her jacket and bares her shoulder. A familiar mark glares bright from her skin. I'm stuck wearing sleeves right now because of this thing, and it's gonna be summer soon. It seems as though this person is indeed a mark bearer. Well, who's there? Ai's eyes bug out comically wide when she hears a female voice out of nowhere. She may know about the mark, but it doesn't look like she knows about Mary. Mary updates Ai about everything so far. She starts with Saya Kujo's tragic death and recounts her encounters with the spirits. Or recounts our encounters with the spirits. I seem surprised to hear Kujo is dead. Ooh. But she does admirably well in her attempt to swallow this string of unusual events. Now, Lady Ai, do you have any idea as to where you received your mark? Probably when we filmed at the mystery spots. I don't think I had this scar until after we finished up filming. I feel like I should ask her for more details about this mystery spot tour. What kind of show was it? Summer Ghost Story Special. During the shoot, our guest star, Madame Yasuoka, and I got this weirdly shaped scar. The minute she saw it, Madame Yasuoka told me it was called a mark. So I wasn't the only one to get it. This she also got it. Is this person not coming here then? Oh, I guess I forgot to say. Madame Yasuoka is on her way too. She'll just be a little late. She's stopping by her shop in Giza before heading over. What should I ask next? Where'd you go? We went around to 3 mystery spots that are rumored to be haunted. One was an old tunnel in O City, another was a railroad crossing in T City, where a lot of accidents happened. The last was a back street in H City. Sure enough, H City was one of the places. What should I ask next? When did you notice it? We were rushing everywhere because we were pressed for time that day. It just was suddenly there. Well, that's not much help. I think that's all I'll get from her. You mentioned a street in H City, but where exactly was it? Oh, just a sec. I digs her cell phone out of her bag and flips it open. I'm pretty sure it was in an email my manager sent me. Oh, there it is. It was K Miyamachi North Road. It was a pretty weird place. A ton of manholes were all over. K Miyamachi North Road. The file in the garage said a woman holding a Buddha statue was seen there. Is it just a coincidence, or... Hey, you're kind of frowning. Is something wrong? Oh no, it's just... It seems we have determined where you must go tonight. Please head directly to K Miyamachi North Road, Lord Yoshiki. There may be a spirit trace there. That's not the only thing I might find. There may be a clue about who stole the Buddha statues from H Shrine 2. And of course, I'll come with. Our group has a song that goes like this. I'm not one to sit around and wait. I'll blast through those evil traps standing in my way with all my might. Okay. Sounds like Levin here specializes in the motivational type of song. Anyway, she seems willing enough, so I'll let her help. Time to go! The road runs through a quiet residential area. It's far removed from major crossroads, so it's totally deserted at this time of night. At least there's vending machines. We look a little suspicious wandering around, but no one's here to report us. Yep, this is the place. We were looking for a ghost here. It wouldn't happen to be a woman wearing white carrying a statue, would it? Actually, yeah, that was the rumor. I don't really remember the statue bit. So, did you find the ghost? No, we didn't, but Madame Yasuoka said she felt a bad presence throughout the entire shoot. You keep mentioning Yasuoka. What kind of person is she? Oh, sorry, I forgot to explain. She's a famous fortune teller. Her predictions often come true. They say she's got true spiritual powers. This fortune teller knew about the mark. Maybe she was working with Saya Kujo. Oh, yeah, I better email her. I've got to let her know about you and what happened to Dr. Saya. I pushes some buttons on her phone. Cell phones are getting pretty common now. In 10 years, everyone will probably own one, old and young alike. Technology evolves so fast, it's amazing. Sorry that took so long. Alright, should we get right down to investigating, Mr. Yoshiki? If there's anything I could do to help, just let me know. A normal manhole cover. Looks like we need special tools to open it. Oh, crud. Huh? This one's got a different design. It's true, it's the only one of an older make. It's covered in rust. Huh? Looks like you can get a hand in. Can you lift it? I highly doubt it. I'm sure you need special tools to open up a manhole. Well, why not just try it? Determination and strength. Strength will get you further than you expect. Is that from another of your songs? Come on, Mr. Yoshiki. You take that side. Okay. 1, 2, 3. The lid lifts and a putrid smell wafts out. I can't believe we actually got it open. The black void stretches deep underground. A rusted metal ladder is set into the side of the hole. Does this connect to the sewers? Actually, it doesn't smell like it does. Weird. And the rumor about the white-robed woman, the woman mysteriously vanishes. Could it be that she hid herself down here? Why don't we try going down for a look? What, are you serious? But in my stage outfit... Girl, she can wash her stage outfit. So you're going to wait up here? No, I'm coming. But don't you dare look up while you're climbing down. Oh my god. I go down first and I quickly follows. The rusted ladder creaks when we put weight on it. That doesn't make me nervous at all. We make our way carefully, and it takes us a while to reach the bottom. I feel like this must go farther down than a normal sewer. It's like a secret entrance, maybe for a secret society's hideout. Ai's voice bounces off the walls above me. She's probably joking around to stop herself from freaking out. My feet finally reach solid ground. A concrete passageway stretches before us. I doubt it's been ventilated in a long time. The musty air is stagnant and heavy, making it slightly difficult to breathe. It definitely doesn't look like a sewer. At least my outfit won't get dirty, but where are we anyway? How should I know? We'll just have to look around. Gonna go backwards. Eek! I suddenly shrieks pitifully and stops in her tracks. Mr. Yoshiki? What is that? She shakily points and I shine the light that way. Ew, yucky hair. Something dark and long is clinging to the wall. Is that human hair? What's it doing here? Well, obviously we're dealing with ghosts, duh. I guess there's nothing particularly that we gotta observe. Searching around. Oh. The wall has been discolored by water stains and dust. Going by the fading, it's got to be old. It's an old-fashioned, though well-built iron door. The paint is chipping in places, so it must be pretty old. Whoa, that door looks ancient. I had no idea there was a place like this under the ground. Oh, could this be some kind of lab? ... How could she say stuff like that with a straight face? Sure, her innocence is cute, but I get the feeling she's not particularly bright. Aw. I'm sorry, did I say something bad? No, it's not that. I give up on Ai and reach for the doorknob. It's locked, of course it is. Let's go. I don't want to stay here long, so... I never get to finish what I'm saying. That scream. An old man jumps out from the iron door, yelling strangely. Hey, where are you folks from? What are you doing on my turf, huh? He's smirking, but his tone is serious. Just then, I smell an odd stench. It seems this old man is a homeless guy who's living down here. Nothing really. Yeah, we just climbed down here just to have some fun, I guess. That's right. We haven't done anything. I know she's trying to back me up, but she definitely doesn't sound convincing. This underground shelter isn't a place for irresponsible layabouts like yourselves. Understand, so leave my turf alone and get out of here. What a warm welcome. He disappears behind the iron door. And it sounds like he's carefully locked it up again. Man, that surprised me. I wasn't expecting a person to come out. Oh, did you think that guy was homeless? Yeah. Maybe not something you ponder out loud, though. Could it be she's never seen one before? Still, that old man, why did he pop out just to warn us? If the door was locked, then he shouldn't have to worry about being disturbed. But if I don't know why, then I should probably just do as he says. Let's go, he might come yell at us again. Yeah. Oh yeah, there's just hair here everywhere. Let's see. Box. There's a large iron box. I slip my hands underneath the lid and pull with all my might. It pops open with an unexpectedly loud noise. There are a few tools inside, along with what looks like a notebook. Got hammer, hatchet, red notebook. Very convenient. Wow, it's full of stuff. What does the notebook say? I flipped through the notebook with an eye. The lettering is very fine. It's impossible to read in such a dark place. What concerns me even more is... what's that smell? A bizarre stench invades my nose like a mix between tallow, perfume, and blood. It doesn't take me long to figure out that it's coming from the notebook. Ugh. I can't believe you're holding it. Could you maybe put it away? I think I might puke. I put the notebook in my bag for now. Oh, it's just gonna smell up my bag. The smell might permeate the other items, but some sacrifices are necessary. We've seen just about everything we can. It seems to be an underground shelter. But with the solid concrete walls, it's not quite like your standard shelter. Well, we didn't find anything on spirits or that woman in a white robe. At least the notebook shows some promise. Too bad we couldn't get more out of that old guy. What's behind that door anyway? ... From the moment we entered the shelter, it's been hard to breathe, like there's a noose tightening around my neck. I thought it was because of the still air, but that might not be the only reason. Something in my head throbs. This place, it holds some kind of horrible secret. I'm almost sure of it. Do I somehow know this underground shelter? Mayhaps. Mr. Yoshiki, you're kind of spacing out. You okay? I look pale. Oh, you look pale too. I'm fine. It's nothing. But the air in here is pretty bad. No surprise you're feeling sick. Let's head back up for now. We return to the entrance and begin climbing the rickety ladder. When we climb out of the manhole, the breeze that brushes my cheek is refreshing. The unpleasant air that hounded us underground starts to disperse. Ah, Miss I finally found you. I'm glad to see you are safe. Even though it's so extra, I like her outfit, Yasuoka's outfit. Oh, Madam Yasuoka. Good morning. Great to see you. But what are you doing here? I went to Miss Kujo's mansion, but no one answered the door. I then got your email, so I came here. Still, it is hard to believe that Miss Kujo has passed away. This seems to be the woman that I keeps mentioning. The thick layers of makeup make it hard, but going by her voice, she must be pretty old. I'm, Towako, Yasuoka. You must be Mr. Yoshiki. I read about you and your mark in Miss Ai's email. It seems you've been working hard to help those who have the mark. Yasuoka, how much do you know about the mark? Good question. I'm sure I know less than what you were hoping I do. Miss Kujo told me about her scar like that and asked what I knew of it. Oh. That's unfortunate. I was hoping for more. I assume it's some sort of curse, though I never thought it would be the work of inhuman spirits, or that I would become a victim. Yasuoka rolls up her sleeve, revealing the mark on her arm. I've lived long enough already. I have no attachments to this world, but Miss Ai is still young. Do everything you can to save her. I can't promise anything, but I'll try. I'll need your help as well. I heard you have spiritual powers. Mr. Yoshiki, don't sound so suspicious. I don't care about spirits or ghosts, but she's definitely the real deal. Haha, it's natural to be doubtful. It's best to not tangle with spirits if you want to live in peace. However, Mr. Yoshiki, you seem to have some spiritual powers of your own. Have you experienced something no one else has? A mysterious voice I hear every so often suddenly comes to mind. Mention it to her. Intriguing. Jeanne d'Arc was famous for hearing the voice of God, but usually it's only spirit whispers. It may be an evil spirit or ghost, or even the soul of someone who loves you trying to save you. If it's trying to help, I'd appreciate it if it could give clear hints. I could do nothing about that. Humans and souls live separately. Imagine a long-distance radio signal. Static can garble the message. A soul protecting the one it loves. Aw, how romantic. Mr. Yoshiki, do you have any idea who that soul could be? No. There's no way I would. I don't have any memories. Even if I did, it's not like there's a way that I'd be able to know. So what's your plan now? We were going to head back to the mansion. We need to report to Mary, after all. Oh, and who might that be? A doll. One that talks, even. A talking doll. Not so strange when you consider it's the Cujo family we're discussing. She's not surprised at all. Guess it pays to specialize in the supernatural sometimes. Shall we head to the mansion? I'm intrigued by this Mary. As Yasuoka climbs out of the car, her gaze turns nostalgic as she looks around. She knows she's in a horror anime game. Gotta do the dramatic poses. Yeah. I mean, hey, she's like a fortune teller dealing with the supernatural, Like, she's probably constantly living in a horror anime. It's been a long time. About 20 years now. Back 2 generations of family heads. Oh, wait, did I miss a line? I think I did. You've known them a long time then. Haha, it hasn't been that long. I had a falling out with Murasame, the second last head. I cut ties with them. They didn't even invite me to Murasame's funeral. The last head, Masamune and Saya, were kids the last time I saw them. Imagine my surprise when Saya contacted me a month ago. Wait a second. First it was Murasame, then it was Masamune, and the current head is Saya Kujo, right? There have been 3 heads in 20 years? That's right. Yasuoka grimaces. The family is known for their short lives. Accidents or heart attacks, very few have lived full lives. Gossips say their family is cursed. So Saya Kujo didn't escape that fate either. It's probably just coincidence, but there's something about this mansion that tells me I shouldn't be so sure. If it really is a curse, what's causing it? Could it be divine wrath? Ah, Miss I. You've been staring this whole time. Something the matter? Well, there's something. Mr. Yoshiki, does the Kujo family keep animals out in their yard? No, I don't think so. Oh. Then that black rabbit is odd. The rabbit's back again? But what is it doing here? Where did it go? I think it was headed for the building. It had something in its mouth. What was it? I don't know. It's too dark and it was far away. You know that rabbit, Mr. Yoshiki? Kind of. I tell them about the black rabbit I've seen on my investigations. Mary said that it has some sort of spirit residing in it. And now it's suddenly here. What could that mean, I wonder? All at once, my heart starts pounding. I have a bad feeling about this, like something terrible's about to happen. I find myself bolting to the entrance hall. Everything looks the same as usual here. Did the rabbit get inside the mansion? I quickly scan the room for it. Mary isn't sitting on the sofa. Mr. Yoshiki? Oh, over there in the corner. I turn in the direction I is pointing. What's going on? I's voice has an audible shake in it. How the hell should I know? I have to force the words out of my mouth. My voice shakes like hers. Yasuoka is silent. Oopsie daisies. Mary lies on the ground, tragically broken. Her beautiful face is smashed to pieces. Next to her lies the rabbit. Its head is twisted unnaturally. Fresh blood stains the floor. Hey, Mary? I call out to her, daring to hope. But I only get silence in response. Mary is dead. Though I don't know if you say that for a doll. After that, I and Yasuoka helped me pick up Mary's remains as well as the rabbits. We work in complete silence, no one daring to speak a word. Mary is gone. I have to face spirits in the mark without her help from now on. Terror and dread threaten to consume me. Will I even be able to hunt down spirits like I've been doing? What the hell happened to her? Did some sort of spirit do this? We know Kujo Mansion isn't necessarily safe from spirit attacks. In fact, Saya Kujo was killed by Hanahiko. And why did the rabbit come here? The last time I saw it was at H Shrine. Did it travel all the way here after that? For what purpose? Mr. Yoshiki, a moment please. I found this while cleaning up. Do you have any idea what it is? She hands me a keyring with a single key on it. The tag attached to it says Master Key. It's the master key to the mansion. But what's it doing here? As I did say the rabbit had something in its mouth earlier, it could have picked up this keyring and carried it. Are you saying the rabbit had the master key? It's only a guess. It's also quite possible that Mary had it herself. But Mary said she didn't know where it was. The truth is shrouded in darkness. We can use that key to open up any room in the mansion, right? Is there a place you want to get into? As a matter of fact, there is. There's one place I've been unable to check. The locked room in the southeast corner of the second floor. The room layout looks no different from that of the other guest rooms. What are those tools on the desk? They look pretty strange. That frame over there interests me. I'd like to see the photos inside. There are 2 places of interest. Which one should I check first? Check the frame. The picture frame contains several photos. Marionettes, wax figures, Japanese dolls. They're all photos of dolls. And one of them is a photo of Mary's bare frame. It looks like she was still being put together. When was this taken? There's a pattern on Mary's right arm. Isn't that the mark? But I never saw anything like that on her arm. Plus, this one is a different color from the one us mark bearers have. A black mark. Ours may be red, but somehow this feels even more ominous. That's about all we're learning from this. I'll check over there next. Examine the desk. On the desk is a board lined with tools. Oh no. Oh no, yeah. There are a variety of sharp chisels and long tools that look like spatulas all in a row. The rabbit cursed Mary. Totally. Next to them are bottles filled with paints and a stack of art books. Are these tools for making dolls? Does that mean Mary was made here? The desk drawers are full of tools as well. But no documents or reports on the mark like I had hoped. I picks up a chisel and studies its handle. This thing, MK, is engraved on it. Sayakujo would be SK, so Saya's father was Murasame Kujo, and her older brother, the head before her, was Masamune Kujo. Either one would be MK. Yasuoka tilts her head in thought. I heard the Kujo family ancestors were tasked with making Buddha statues. I suppose either of them could have been influenced by that. After examining the desk and the frame, we search the rest of the room as well. But we come up with nothing more. That's too bad. I was expecting an amazing secret. We didn't learn anything more about spirits or the mark here. The only thing left is that diary found in the shelter. We'll just have to place all our bets on that. We return to the entrance hall. I pull the red notebook out of the bag I left on the floor. The flour and tallow smell assaults my nose. I feel like my olfactory senses are shriveling. What a vulgar stench. I recognize this from when we filmed on Miyamachi North Road. It was only a brief whiff of it, so I thought I'd imagined the smell, but perhaps that's when I received... Yasuoka scowls at the notebook. If she's right, then this notebook could be connected to the spirit somehow. Inside is the contents of a woman's diary. It almost seems like it was soaked in a pool of perfume. Stains and discolorations make most of the pages unreadable, but the last page seems clean enough. The date is from half a month ago. Miss Sue. Dun dun! As I await the fated day, I recall my days as a teacher. The children called me Miss Zoo. Zoo, the keeper of the animals, probably because I kept so many laboratory animals in the science lab. Laboratory animals, whatever. I got to be surrounded by my beloved animals, my cute little snakes. It was so much more fulfilling than my current boring research. But because of that foolish principal and the fire, the school was shut down. My paradise was stolen from me. I need to take back my paradise. The great Ashura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. Keep her away. Yeah, her face is kinda spooky scary. Also, snakes are very spooky scary. The great Ashura has bestowed upon me the wisdom I need to do that. Tomorrow I will die. By the great Ashura's abundant mercy, I will be reborn as Miss Sue, so I may rebuild my paradise again. It is all as the great Ashura has said. Oh, great Ashura. Ashura. Hopefully I'm saying that right. The rest of the page is filled with Ashura. Did she lose her sanity while writing it? Traces of kiss marks cover the names. It's the eyes I find to be... Oh no, fuel. Yeah, all the ghosts have creepy ass eyes, man. they're like realistic enough that it's very off-putting. Even though like the character they're on is like definitely more cartoony. Traces of kiss marks cover the names. That, combined with the choking perfume, the heavy weight of lust is overwhelming. Ugh. I find the dark passions in this notebook thoroughly disgusting. I love to burn it to ash immediately. So this Miss Sue who wrote this, could she be the woman from the rumors? If she worked in a lab, that would explain the white robe. But I wonder which school she was talking about. She said it was her paradise. Do you have any ideas? It was H Elementary, right? I think so, if I remember correctly. Yes, I agree, okay. It's the only abandoned school in this area that hasn't been torn down. It may be the paradise she wrote of. ... If what the diary says is true, then the woman died after she wrote it. This great Ashura would have guided her transformation into Miss Sue. I can't believe a human would choose to become a spirit of their own free will. Is that really possible? She seemed fairly confident that she would be reborn. In the notebook, being in the shelter might serve as supporting evidence. Perhaps she meant it as a farewell to her life as a human. How sentimental. Miss Sue. So is she the one that gave Madame Yasuoka and IR marks? That's where we found the diary, so the spirit must know the place. It would make sense that it comes and goes from there then, for whatever reason. It looks like we know where we must go next. Time to go to H Elementary. New info was added to the spirit file. The tragedy at Kujo Mansion. Other. I'm gonna bring her with me. Oh, I like her voice. H Elementary. I'm telling you, it's just as I said before. People who can hear voices are. It's been a lecture from the moment we got in. Most inherited that power from their ancestors, so I'm sure your family has similar powers. It doesn't sound like it'll ever end. I zone out staring at the road ahead of me. By the way, changing the subject, you've been to H Elementary once before, haven't you? Huh? Oh, yeah. The sudden topic shift shakes me out of my drowsiness. Could you tell me about your experience? It would be a good point of reference. Sure, I don't mind. I tell her everything that happened with Hanahiko. It only happened a few days ago, but it feels like a lifetime. Wasn't it like a week ago or something like that? I see. She nods repeatedly. There has already been one spirit, and you defeated it. Yeah, basically. Then if Miss Sue is in H Elementary, that means two spirits lived separately in the same elementary school. Lived separately? Two spirits existing in the same place. Is that even possible? Of course, it's rare for powerful ghosts to live together in the exact same place. That's why I said separately. In Hanahiko's case, Was there any area that you weren't able to enter? Now that you mention it, we didn't go to the second floor at all. That decides it then. If Ms. Zhu is in the school, she must be there. Yasuoka analyzes the situation calmly, as if working with an abacus. Even though her own life is on the line, it doesn't seem to rattle her at all. Well, of course I'm scared. No matter my age, I'm still human. I'm just ready to resign myself if it turns out to be impossible. Some things go better once you've given up. Is that your advice as a fortune teller? No, as someone who's lived as long as I have. Giving up makes life easier. That's how everyone gets to heaven in the end. Well, that's pretty morbid. Yasuoka and I arrive at H Elementary. So this is H Elementary, huh? It really looks haunted, like they say. So the second floor is priority. Yeah, that's right. Then let's go. We don't have time to waste. I return to the landing with a cracked mirror. I stare into the mirror, recalling how I felt back then. I quickly look away. I shine my light up at the ceiling instead. But there's nothing there anymore. There are no traces of the rose vines or the guard's corpse. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. I just wanted to check something. Spirits can do a lot of weird things, but can they really make corpses disappear? That would be ridiculous. I climb the stairs again. Snakes! Poisonous. Oy, they're poisonous too. Poisonous snakes cover the hallway. It'll be foolish to try to keep going. Are you kidding? There are poisonous snakes up here. It'll be fine. If we leave quietly, they won't attack us. I cautiously take a step backward. Suddenly, the snakes react to my bag. What the... The snakes flit their tongues in the air, trying to smell something. After a moment, they begin to leave. They disappear into the darkness of the hall before I can even blink. They vanish without a sound, all at once, as if they'd never been there to begin with. They left. What was that? Some sort of trap? I don't know. It looks like the snakes were sniffing my bag. That red notebook is inside. Well, I'm sure everything smells like the notebook now. Maybe this smell made them think we were friends. Let's try going down the hallway. I haven't gone this way yet. Oh, is that so? How very exciting. Are you being sarcastic? Never. Going on an adventure at my age will be quite the story to tell in the future. Yasuoka chuckles quietly. A piano plays somewhere. That was a piano, correct? ... I still my breath and strain to hear any noises, but it doesn't seem like anyone's here. What's this? She picks up something off the ground. It's a piece of sheet music. Got sheet music. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. It looks like piano sheet music. A children's song. Well, it is an elementary school. Can you play? Yes, of course. Well, I wish that was true. I'm utterly hopeless when it comes to music. I'm tone deaf. I have no sense when it comes to rhythm. Sorry, I'm afraid I can't help you in this area. New info was added to the spirit file. Piano music sheet. The blackboard is covered in dents and scratches. It's probably too damaged to use. I mean, it doesn't look too poorly damaged. We could make it work. Oh, I didn't check the hallway. Oops. It's sitting on the desk. I try feeling around inside the desk and find something soft. It's a wadded up piece of paper. I open it and see several sentences. It seems to be something someone failed to destroy. Got fragment S. Oh, it seems to be locked. A jumble of wires wrapped around the door handle. Hatchet? I swing the hatchet down on the wire hard. It makes a dull noise, but the blade only puts a dent in the wire. Aye. If I don't hit it on top of a hard surface, it'll be hard to cut it. Oh, that's not what I meant to press. Pull my wire, but the wire won't move. It's been carefully tightly wound. Plus, it's pretty thick. It'll be impossible to cut it. Do I have something that can disintegrate metal? Oh, that's right. Yasuoka speaks up. Would it be useless to try to hack it off with something? Yes. I won't say it's impossible, but I wonder if it'd be that easy. I can use all my strength to try to cut it, but I get the feeling it won't get rid of the wire. True, that would be a problem. In that case, we'll just have to melt it. Melt it, but it's metal. Didn't you learn about that in science class? Acid melts metal. Oh, do they not do that experiment anymore these days? True, if we could do that, then we could be silent about removing the wire. If we have a chemical like that, it couldn't hurt to try it. I have not picked it up yet. A cold wind blows in from the broken windows. It's gonna allow me to use an item on that? That's weird. I slide the broken window open and the trapped paper falls out. Oh, there's a paper. Found a worn out. Oh, it's a talisman. Show power. Crumbles silently. Something is scrawled on the blackboard. I? Sam? It looks like the letters spell Eisen. There are more after that, but they aren't eligible. Eisen. Shura, I believe? Really? That's what it says? It's difficult to explain, but I can see the direction the strokes are going. Following them, that's what it says. Altogether, it's Eisen Ashura. Whenever I hear the name Eisen, I just think of Bleach. I can't help it. We're on the same wavelength. Is the spirit confirmed? He's got some unfinished business. It's not familiar. Is it the name of a god or Buddha? But why is that written on the blackboard? Flecks of red are all over the floor. They smell like iron. Probably because they are blood. I don't think there's anything else in here. Long desks and what looks like sinks loom in the darkness of the classroom. This appears to be a science lab. Haha, this takes me back. Still though, Yasuoka grimaces. It smells in here. It's an irritating stench that stings the eyes. The putrid smell fills the whole room like a box of onions has gone rotten. A look comes over Yasuoka's face, like she's remembering something. Almost like the smell of death. Even so, it's not like we could just leave. Let's get this done quickly so we can move on. The desk is scorched. Seems there's more fire damage in here than in the staff room. This is probably where the fire started. Anything else? Anything else? I guess not. Opened the door and left the science lab. How? What is it? I played Corpse Party. That does not please me. It's a sturdy wooden cabinet. The cabinet door opens easily. The inside is completely full to bursting with something. I pull it out and discover that it's a garbage bag full of shredded paper. Got office trash. Going to take that with you? What an odd man you are. When I lift up the bag, an unshredded wad of paper falls to the floor at my feet. I open it up and see several complete sentences. Guess they failed to destroy this section. Got fragment 1. It's a shelf packed with numerous chemicals. Getting closer, I see some large containers. Oh. I hear Yasuoka gasp behind me. Hands, ears, eyeballs. Those are some nice rings. Body pieces that used to belong to a human are floating in liquid, perfectly preserved. It can't be. There's no way they'd use these as educational aids. They're extremely fresh for being samples, probably because they were cut from a living body. But it doesn't seem like it's been that long since any of them were severed. New info was added to the spirit file. Science lab storage room. Other than the jars with human body parts, the cabinet has several containers of chemicals. I know they're not alive anymore, but it takes a measure of courage to search body parts. I stick my hand inside, half closing my eyes, and feel around the shelf. So, is something there? Well, yeah. I stopped myself from voicing my frustration. I can't make Yasuoka do something like this. I mean, she'd probably handle it better than us. I search the chemicals, formalin containers, unidentified samples, every nook and cranny. I find a few things I can use. A clear bottle with a liquid inside. It has a label with a chemical formula on it. A brown bottle that has an irritating smell. Its label is rotted and unreadable. And finally, a bottle wrapped in foil. It smells faintly of flowers, but it's likely just some kind of chemical as well. Got a clear bottle, brown bottle, bottle wrapped in foil. Is that everything? Once I'm done looking around, I stand up. A vinyl bundle in the corner catches my eye. I pick it up and realize that it's a tightly wrapped bundle of clothes. A white coat stands out the most. Must be a lab coat. Got a bundle of clothes. This is a science lab, so they likely have spare lab coats, though it is a bit concerning. That rumor about a ghost in white. I and Yasuoka got their marks while filming a TV show about it at Miyamachi. And all the other clothes along with the coat have been folded meticulously. Is it really just a coincidence? Oh yeah, I already felt around. Hopefully I don't need to look at it, because I technically already did. Material used in science class. I grab one and flip through the pages. There are a ton of notes inside, scribbled in thin letters. It seems there are simple explanations for the students. I take out the last book, and when I look inside, a scrap of paper falls from between the pages. Found a worn-out talisman. Oh, they're everywhere. And I can't skip the text faster. Ah! There we go. It's an elaborate anatomical model. I touch the outside of the model. It feels like it's made out of wood or resin. I can't really tell. Both? Look. Taking a closer look, I notice a huge tear in its mouth. It's making the mouth look bigger than it should. It's almost like an arm was forcibly shoved down it and it couldn't handle the strain. So can I put my hand inside? The mouth might be broken because someone stuck their head down it. That means something is hidden either in the mouth or the torso? Mayhaps. I could break it, but then I might break whatever's inside, too. Nothing for it but to stick my hand in. I hesitantly slide my hand into the mouth. Something cylindrical is inside. I grab it and try to pull it out. Ah! There's snakes in it! It's a snakehead. Roused by the movement, snakes begin pouring out from every crevasse. Hurry, step back. I stumble backwards. The snakes slowly retreat back into the model. Seems they live inside it. I bet something's hidden in there. But to get it, I'll have to find a way to pacify the snakes. A school broadcast? Do you have any brains? No, I do not. A strange voice echoes over the intercom. Do the test immediately. Table on the table. Static crackles before being cut off. It seems we're being watched. I believe she said table. Something might be on the desk. Let's take a look. New info was added to the spirit file. School announcement. I am probably gonna fail. Ugh. On the desk, scattered with lab equipment, is a small pencil and problem sheet. Are we supposed to fill this out? I'm gonna peek at the questions. I take a sidelong glance at the problem sheet. I see what looks like chemistry symbols. Looks like this is a science test. Something's written at the top in messy letters. Remember the experiments? That's right, I found several bottles of chemicals in the storage room. Are those chemicals used in some sort of experiment? You know, I'm gonna take a look at these really quick. Because I don't think we know what the foil one is for. ID 5. Brown opaque bottle, smells a bit like chlorine. The corroded label reads, handled with care. And this one's got CH3, CH2OH. I am not a science nerd. Do not hold by open flame. I'm sure we could answer. You know, I'm gonna save. I don't want to die. Okay, let's take the test. Pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. Number 1, compound A is widely used as fuel or disinfectant. Its chemical formula is... Okay, what number should... 2, right? I think it's a 2. Oh, okay. Number 2, compound N is an exemplary acid and contains a salt that reacts to various metals. Which statement about compound N is true? It's combustible, it needs a light-proof container, skin turns black. Keep away from flame. That's what it said, right? No! No! It's the light-proof container, no! Shit. Number 3, it stinks when it's thick and fragrant when it's thin. What compound is it? This one's the one that's in the foil, right? The other one had an I? ID5? Okay, so I was right. We passed, right? Maybe? Survived, okay. I only got one wrong, so... it seems we passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet, next test is in the room next door. Proceed there quickly, students. Well then. Sounds like there are other tests. Seems so. Perhaps she wants to test us. No shit. Maybe. I mean, that's what tests are for. But why? She's a science teacher? I'm concerned, but I don't feel like guessing. A more immediate topic should be discussed now that my senses are assaulted. Also, this thing really reeks. I didn't notice when I was focusing on the test, but the answer sheet stinks terribly. It's 100 times worse than that notebook, like a zoo in the dead of summer. I shut it tightly in a random pouch in my bag so the smell doesn't spread. Got answer sheet. Yasuoka narrows her eyes at me. Are you sure you, shut that securely? It still stinks to high heaven. Huh? Yasuoka is right. The smell has definitely gotten stronger instead of weaker. Sorry, I'll check. I look down to double check my bag. Snakes? Oh, no. No snakes. I spot something that looks like a box down on the floor behind the desk. Oh. My instincts realize what it is before my brain does. Hands and feet stick out of the blood-soaked cover. Inside that box is... I've got to check to make sure, but I can't make myself move. Yasuoka seems to notice something's wrong. I'll help you. Just stay back. I'm glad I seen a Let's Play before this came out on Switch. I would have crumbled and spent way longer than needed to do this because of all the obscure tests. I think when I first played it, I think I got the first test right, but the second one I think I got wrong, and I was like, you know, I'm just gonna use a walkthrough. I didn't want to waste any more time than I had to. I'll check it. After gathering my courage, I reach out. I pull off the thick sheet. Oh, there's the guard. That hat's familiar, so are the clothes. There's no mistake. I'm not smart. Me too, me too. It's the corpse of that guard who was hanging from the ceiling with Moe Watanabe. During my my first part of playing this, I got stuck. I got lost for like 20 minutes because I didn't observe an item. Like, I kept feeling it, but you also have to like look at it or, you know, use a tool or whatever. I had to look at it, and I didn't, and so I went and looked around the school, I think twice over, and then finally I looked at a tutorial and I realized, oh, I need to look at it. I feel dumb now. I collapsed to my knees. A horrible feeling comes barreling up through my chest. Calm down, it's okay, come on, take a deep breath. There's a corpse. That's where the smell was coming from. So that's what it was. Let's quickly leave here. Staying will only make things worse. I drag myself up woodenly, like a puppet on strings. Yeah. The classroom next door. What? The next test is in the classroom next door. Let's go there. Yes, let's. Haha, all these tests make me feel like I'm back in girls' school. Yasuoka is probably shaken, but she's putting on a brave front anyways. Even an act like that is helpful at a time like this. After all, there's no time to waste. Whoever carried this corpse here could be lurking around the corner. It's this one. Hopefully I've picked up all the items I need. It's this one, right? Wait, desk? Oh, there's a pencil and a problem sheet on the desk. Pick at the questions. I take a glance at the problem sheet. There are a number of long sentences. Looks like this is a science test. Something that's written at the top in messy letters. Read the blackboard. Oh, the blackboard. I'm sure I'm supposed to read it. I'm not sure that scribble is really important, but because all it said is Aizen Ashura. I'm pretty sure. Dr. says yeah. But that's what Yasuoka says is written here. I'm gonna save. Alright, let's take this test. I pick up the pencil and turn over the paper. Begin the test. Question 1. Believing in the Buddha is important. The Buddha is most extremely vital. You must believe in the incredibly strong great eye. Incredibly strong great eye is like an angel. Did you say Yamaoka? Did I? Did I? If I did, that was an accident. The incredibly strong great eye is like an angel. You must erase the stench of corrupted humanity and become one with nature. This is called Aizen Unity, right? Question 2. The Oni is coming, oh god. Dude, the Oni scares me, dude. He like, him and the Blight, like, give me anxiety when they just rush at you. Like, oh, spooky. Question 2. Humanity is the embodiment of pain. They kill other animals. My fellow snakes also spend every day in absolute misery. My dear snakes hate this world like they hate the sun and heat. This disaster is called the Age of Decline. I don't know. Critical Age of Decline? Crimson Age of Crisis? Crimson? Blood? Red? Yes. I was thinking critical for a second, but I'm like, I don't know. There's red everywhere. It's probably crimson. Question 3. I carry the Great Eyes talisman every day in sick rebirth. The talisman is important. It is a greater treasure than the brain or heart or life itself. This is shown not in words but deeds. If I walk with the talisman, I will become Aizen Ashura? Oh, a trained Ashura? It seems we've passed the test. At the end of the answer sheet, next test, 2 rooms over. Don't enter the classroom next door. Off limits. That's succinct. Hey, you got. Those are trickster little emotes, right? That's cool. Got answer sheet. Don't go into the classroom next door. Why? Perhaps, she's hiding something, but being obvious has the opposite effect. Pretty much. She probably didn't think it through before. It sounds like something is hitting the wall. That noise. It appears to be from that room next door. Sounds like something's in there. Let's check out the room next door. We can do the next test later. Yeah, it's this one, I think. I take the brown bottle out of my bag and stare at the label. It has a usage warning on it and it smells like chlorine. It could be some sort of strong acid that can melt metal. Should we try it? I take off the lid and slowly pour the liquid on the wire. If I accidentally get some on the keyhole, it could be a problem. Don't rush, just a little at a time. It's a faint bubbling noise and a smell that's indescribable. It seems it's working like we hoped. Oh, good job. That must be some kind of nitric acid. Fortune tellers sure do know a lot. Then I think that should do it. I pull on the wire again. This time it comes out of the keyhole easily. Well done. Now we can check this room. Yeah, let's go. Discarded the emptied brown bottle. Just gotta save again really quick. I'm paranoid about saving now. Ew, yucky. The instant I open the classroom door, something glints in the darkness. And a horrible stench makes me choke. This is blood. And a lot of it. Beneath my feet, it feels like I'm stepping in something soft, like mud. I shine my light into the room. What the hell is this room? It's as if I stepped into a slaughterhouse. The scene before me is horrific. Organs scattered across the floor, chunks of meat, an overwhelming amount of blood, and blank, glassy-eyed animal heads lined up across the desks. How terrible. Yasuoka struggles to retain her composure by covering her mouth with a handkerchief. I don't think the handkerchief is going to help very much. Are they used for sacrifices? The words sacrificial rite come to mind, but why the hell? Well, let's check it out. We need to look around. I'm trying to convince myself by saying it twice. Suddenly, there's a sound from the window ledge. Is someone here? Make my way past the... oh, that's right, my thing doesn't work. I gotta, let me just, do that. I just remember that. It just keeps her helmets. True. So true. Oh, wow, I did not put myself in a good spot. Oh no, there, can I please? There we go. Just gonna, yep. My mouse isn't working, it's making it harder. A naked body is laying in a pool of red. Countless snakes are slithering over her. The woman almost looks like an animal waiting for dissection. Actually, whoever did this to her might have been planning to do just that. Oh, my hand stayed behind. I don't know, that just looks so funny to me. Hey, come help me, someone's trapped. We grab onto her legs and hurry to drag her out of the swarm of snakes. Okay, I can put myself back now. Okay, there we go. Snakes, yes. I'm worried about her snake bites, but I don't see any other large wounds. You're fine now, relax. Yasuoka speaks to her, but the woman doesn't reply. Her eyes are half open, staring vaguely. We can't let her die. Let's take her back to the mansion. She should be able to walk if we help her. As long as you don't linger at these scenes, it's not against Twitch TOS. You're all good, unless other parts are exposed. I don't remember. Yeah, like, some of the other people who streamed, like, I went and checked their VODs, just kind of see, like, how they handled it, and I'm like, they didn't really care, but I kind of just think it's funny, but I'm just like, yes, I'm going to move myself in the way. So I do it, but yeah, like I'm pretty sure it's fine too, but she should be able to walk if we help her. I agree, but she's completely naked. ... Is this really the time to be worried about that? But speaking of clothes, I just remembered. Here, she can wear this. I unwrap the bundle of clothes and pull out the lab coat for her to wear. Alright, I suppose it's better than nothing. That place is off limits! We broke the rules again. No noise from the broadcast reverberates in the room. My flashlight blinks out. Uh-oh, spaghetti. Ah yes, make myself away, but leave me hands down in the corner. It'd be too much to move. It would take too long. It's fine. The mark's color grows more vivid. Early dawn. A few hours left until death closes in. Damn it, she noticed. What should we do? We need to get out of here. I know H Elementary's layout pretty well. I should be able to find my way without a light. Those are loud noises. We've got to hurry. Let's help her up. Oh! At least I didn't have to run all the way back myself. That would have taken a while. Phew. Yasuoka takes a deep breath from the back seat. It sounds like a world-weary old person in Rome. That's not how it works, yeah. I can sound old if I want to. I am, after all, elderly. ... Is this what they call a woman's intuition? Or did she just read my mind? Does that woman look like she'll be okay? Covered her securely with a lab coat, but I still hesitate to look at the rearview mirror. Watch where you're looking. I can understand why you're interested, but you can't outrun her later, so how can you do it now? Right? I'm not trying to look, I promise. I'm clearly doing my best not to. Come on. She's quiet. Her breathing's calm. She might be sleeping. Mr. Yoshiki? I caught a glimpse. What did you see? I try to keep my tone innocent. The mark. I saw it when we were putting the coat on her, right there on her body. ... Oh. So we've added another to our number. I mean, it's understandable that she's got the mark, considering. My heart drops when I think about how I'll have to tell her the truth of what's happening. Ugh. That doesn't mean I can avoid it. Well, I have to tell her. The truth is always cruel, but using that excuse to hide it from her would be even crueler. I have a name, you know. The mystery woman seemed asleep, but she suddenly speaks up. You were awake? Sorry, we didn't know your name. I'm Madoka Hiro. Hiro? I don't care what happens. All I want is to take a shower as soon as possible. Understandable. Have a nice day. Good work out there, Mr. Yoshiki. Madam Yasuoka? Huh, who's that lady? Later, hurry and get a bath already. We lay a pale-faced Hiru on the sofa and immediately start treating her wounds. With her guiding us, we're able to give her proper first aid. There's a lot of swelling, but at least it seems none of the snakes were poisonous. After we finish, her face gradually regains its color. Hiru emerges from upstairs wearing the clothing we found in the science lab. Apparently, they had been hers. I almost died. Thanks for saving me, I guess. Better not be Mary's sofa. I'm sure there's plenty of sofas in this giant mansion of a house. Judging by that casual comment, it seems she's recovered her composure. She's still pretty pale, but she doesn't look shaken up anymore. They only wanted to torment me, not kill. Small mercies. Otherwise, I would have choked on poison or been snake food by now. Spirits drag the living to the depths of despair before killing them. You can't defile our friend's grave. Aye aye. She died on the floor, not on the couch, you know. It's a little... I don't know where they put her. I don't remember where they put her remains. That's what Mary had told me before. Thanks to that nefarious nature of theirs, she was able to be saved. You sure you're feeling okay? Don't worry, I'm fine. Bounce back fast. Who knows if that's true or if she's just putting up an act, but regardless, her emotional strength is impressive. So what were you doing this school? That's what I'd like to know. I was chasing after a woman named Manabi Zukawa, who must have fainted. Just yeeted her in the bin. I mean, you know, usually when something breaks, you kind of just toss it. I mean, they could use super glue to fix her. I'm sure it's fine. Just put her in a drawer for later or something, you know. When I woke up, I was there. Zukawa, could that be Miss Sue? Miss Sue? Oh yeah, I heard that was her nickname from when she was a teacher. So why were you chasing? Hold up. My questions first. Who are you people? Understandable. We gave her a basic rundown of the situation. She listens quietly, but I can tell from her expression that she is not convinced. I see, I understand, but believing you is something else. You say Zukawa might have become an inhuman monster? Save that talk for writing horror stories. Her face twitches briefly. How is it that you know this, Miss Zukawa? She's a colleague from the lab. Not a lot of women worked there, so we ended up talking together. The second I let down my guard... Sounds like Zukawa caused some trouble. She stole something important from me. At first I had no idea where she disappeared to, but I searched her room in the dorm and learned where she's holed up. Going off her recent credit purchases, she's been shopping in H City. What? A spirit that goes shopping? People would panic if something like that appeared in a grocery store. What? Don't tell me you're serious. Wait, I know you. You're Kashiwagi from Love and Hero. You seemed idiotic on TV, so I guess that wasn't just an act. How mean! Hey, that's really rude. Supposing you're right and she's a monster, no way she'd go out in public. She's obviously used the phone. I even checked with the company. A woman's voice asked them to bring the goods to a designated area. Paid in advance with a bank transfer, so the company delivered his order. Oh, and the delivery location happens to be a warehouse by H Elementary. And just what were those goods? Animals. No idea what connections she pulled, but they're from pet stores and ranches. Dogs, cats, pigs, snakes, horses. She even managed to get reindeer and ostriches. Black market too, spared no expense. With the Miss Sue name, maybe she was starting a zoo or something. What happened to those animals? She must not have noticed since she was in and out of consciousness at the time, but based on what we found in the room she was held in, I can hazard a guess. Organs. So I waited at the empty warehouse for Zukawa to come. At some point, I fainted. Next I know, I'm butt naked in that terrible position you found me in. I'm sure she was behind it. So then, is that also when you got your mark? Mark? Oh, you mean the scar? I still don't believe it, but even if Zukawa happens to be a spirit, then I didn't get it from her. I had it before I went to H City. What? So where'd you get it? Chill, no need to get so upset. I suddenly had it when I woke up 9 days ago. Did you go to any haunted places the day before? Don't be ridiculous. Don't lump me with inappropriately dressed idols like you. The same goes for the scar. As if something like this could kill you or give you amnesia. Not only is that unscientific, but it's absurd. Absolutely impossible. She's yelling, but that doesn't hide how she's shaking like a leaf. She's clearly more frightened now than when she was talking about the snakes. I guess she has a fear of the supernatural too, just like Sho. Ahem. That's all I can tell you. You're going after Zukawa, right? I'll help out. Are you truly alright with that? You might die. I don't plan on letting that happen, but if it does, so be it. I hate the idea that people can be happy by just being alive. I'm a scholar. Life is for satisfying my intellectual curiosity. And for that, I need to get that thing back from that thieving hag. So it's more important than your life. Who are you calling inappropriately dressed, you little nerd? Aw, they're all finely dressed. So it's more important than your life? What in the world did she steal from you? ... Seems she doesn't plan on answering that, but we've no reason to turn her down. We should accept her help. Okay, Mr. Yoshiki, let's get back to H Elementary. New info was added to the spirit file. Strange colleague.